It's time
to catch a cheater.
only on the Jubal Show.
Irene is on the phone today for To Catch a Cheater, and she thinks that her boyfriend, Ted, of 3 years might be cheating, so we'll see if we can help her out. Irene, sorry you're in this situation, but what's going on? Why do you think Ted's cheating?
Yeah, thanks, guys. I know it kind of sucks. I think he could be cheating because honestly, I didn't mean to snoop. I didn't mean to snoop, but I was putting like a cute little note in his backpack for work. I don't know. It's something that I've been doing for a while now, and I'll like leave him sweet notes around the house. And I was like, oh, I'm going to put it in his bag so he'll find it later. And by the way, I really trust my partner in general. But anyway, I was doing that, and when I put the note in, I discovered some like prepaid gift cards in his backpack, like those Visa, you know what I'm talking about? Like
Yeah.
Visa, yeah. So I don't know, I just got this immediate sinking feeling, and because I guess it was adding on to this feeling I already had of like noticing that he's been really focused lately on things that are new to him that he's never really talked about, like self-help, mental health. He has like a therapist for the first time ever. And he's also been going to the gym a lot recently, and he's not a gym rat and he's starting to become one. And so all that has like made me a little, I guess, feeling insecure and suspicious. And then seeing the cards, I was like, God, this is not adding up. I don't know. I just have this like feminine hunch, I guess, that like someone else is cooking in my relationship kitchen, so to speak.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. What does he say when you're like, oh, look, babe, you're going to the gym now? Like, I would assume you've mentioned something to him about that.
Yeah, he like, he keeps it close to his chest. I mean, like with all the self-help stuff, like he's mentioned it, but he doesn't seem to like want to get into the details. And I try to give him space around that, but I do feel a little insecure, and I don't know. When I saw the Visa prepaid gift cards, my stomach kind of dropped because I was like, what if he's, I don't know. You tell me if this is crazy, but it just feels true. But I was like, what if he's hiding funds, like so he can go out and date other people, if that makes sense, like a way so that I can't.
I guess unless you actually pull out one of the credit cards and find out how much money is on it, because it could be like, what if there's $5 on one and he gives them out to people like for charity? I don't know. Is there anybody that you think it could be?
I mean, my brain has obviously thought about that. I just like wonder, and there's no one in particular, I'll say that, but like I wonder if like it's someone at work or even at the gym or like, I don't know, his therapist, is my French. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, well, we'll see if we can figure it out. You already told us what grocery store he's a rewards card member at, so we'll play a song, come back, and then call him and pretend to be from the grocery store and say that every single month we choose one rewards card member who gets free flowers delivered from our floral department, and we'll see if he sends those to you or to somebody else, okay?
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Okay, we'll play a song, come back, and get your To Catch a Cheater next. We're in the middle of To Catch a Cheater. If you're just joining us, Irene is on the phone, and she thinks that her boyfriend of 3 years named Ted might be cheating. So in a second, we're going to call him and pretend to be from the grocery store that he's a rewards member at and say that he's the lucky winner of free flowers delivered from our floral department to anybody that he wants to send them to. And we'll see if he sends them to his girlfriend or to somebody else. But first, Irene, before we do that, why don't you refresh our memory on your situation?
Yeah, I love my partner. I've never really suspected anything until recently. I was left him a love note in his backpack, and I wasn't snooping, but I found some prepaid Visa gift cards in there, which kind of tripped me up. And he's been very much like into self-help and going to the gym lately and just like things he's never done before. So that combo punch feels suspicious to me. Like he could be going out on dates on those cards.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a way to hide money. So let's see if we can figure it out for you. Are you ready for us to call him?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hey, this is Corbel calling from I was looking for our rewards card member named Ted.
Yeah, I'm speaking.
Hi, Ted. Please don't hang up. This is not a marketing phone call. I'm actually calling to say congratulations. You're this month's big winner. Thank you very much for shopping with us.
Thank you. Yeah, all right. So what's up?
Well, maybe you don't know, but every single month we choose one rewards card member to say thank you very much for being such a loyal customer. You've won 36 long stem red roses, a box of candy or chocolates, and a card to be delivered to anybody that you want in the 50 United States absolutely free. It's a $316 value.
Whoa. And there was like 36 roses. Wow. Wow. Okay. All right, bet. So,
I can take the information in just a matter of minutes over the phone. If you know who you want to send them to right now, I'm prepared to do that.
I can do it now. It's fine by me. If the whole package goes to one place, right?
Yes. First thing I would need would be the first and last name of the person you want to send them to.
All right. Yeah, they're going to go to my girlfriend, Irene.
Okay.
And you said candy or chocolate, right? So we'll do chocolate for her for sure.
Okay. Box of chocolates. Do you want to put anything in a card?
Oh, yes, of course. I thought of you. I got some good luck today. I hope the gosh, I'm not a poet here. Let me think. Just keep it simple. Like, I love you. Think about you every day. I hope these make you think of me. Something like that.
Sure, that sounds great. I'll just say that. Well, I really won't do that anyway at all, because this is actually the Jubal Show. It's a radio show.
Hi.
What?
I'm Jubal.
Yeah, the whole show's here. I'm Nina.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Yeah. And we do a segment on our show called To Catch a Cheater, where if you think that your significant other might be sleeping around, you can try to catch them based on who they send flowers to. And your girlfriend Irene is actually on the phone and has been listening.
Babe, what gives? What's going on?
Okay. This is, okay. I basically, when I was leaving you a love note the other day in your backpack, I found some prepaid Visa cards in there, and
okay.
It feels really weird, and I feel like maybe you were using them for a date with other women.
Whoa!
Can you explain that, maybe?
I cannot believe what I'm hearing on the. Okay. Wow! On the radio. All right. Look, babe, that's not me. I mean, like, with the Visa gift cards, like, I won them at work. I got an award. Like, what do you think I'm using the gift cards for? Oh, baby, like, whoa.
For? What?
I'm not, you think I'm, like, out there, I'm out here, like, hiring hookers with them or something? No, baby.
I don't know.
No.
What are they? What are you doing with them?
Okay, look. Okay, all right. You always give me a hard time about gaming, and yeah, I'm spending it on gaming. I'm using it to buy mod packs.
What? What's a mod pack?
Look. I can't believe I'm bringing this up like on air, but hey, look. Yeah, it's for gaming. So I didn't want to have a conversation about it. I want to hear about it. I want them at work, and I've just been using them for gaming. That's it. Swear, I can't believe.
I believe you. I
love it because it's funny.
Okay. But can you blame me? No, it's weird and sketchy. But, like, listen, I do believe you. I don't. I mean, like, you. I know you like gaming. I don't give you a hard time for gaming, right?
Yes, you do. Oh my God, yes, you do.
Well,
like, I'm just
you
sitting
just do it a lot.
I'm sitting in. You have this moment, you have this timing where, like, I sit down, I put on the gear, and it's like, go, and it's like, no, you got to do this. No, it's just like the timing you have is amazing. You hate me in that chair. Admit it. You don't like me in that chair. You don't like it.
I don't. Okay,
you don't like me in the chair.
You would.
Now, look. I mean, look,
right, well,
it's not like it's my whole life.
I mean, it's a big part of your life. But listen, this is better. Honestly, I'm, like, relieved. I am relieved right now. We can argue till the cows come home about your gaming too much, but I'd rather that right now than you with your women dating thing. So I feel like
no, I'm not thinking 36 long stuff. By the way, there's no flowers, are there? Am I just?
No, there's no flowers. Yeah, no flowers.
But you can buy me some later.
Oh. All right, Irene, listen. I'm a guy who you love, who buys mod packs for my gaming with Visa gift cards. I am not the cheating type.
Well put.
I hear that. That's real.
If anything though, like I'll just be spending the money on like some Grand Theft Auto Ladies of the Night, maybe. I don't know, maybe. You can help me pick one.
I'll allow that. I'll allow that.
This is another language to me.
Yeah, I don't. The Jubal Show's To Catch a Cheater. First date follow-up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Michelle is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and she's getting ghosted by a guy named Steven. So in a few minutes, we're going to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date. But first, Michelle, how long has it been since you heard from Steven?
It's been about a week and a half.
Okay.
And have you reached out to him in that time?
Yeah, I texted 3 times, but then I was just like, after the third text with no response, I felt like I had to have some dignity, and I stopped.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how was your date then? What happened?
Well, it was actually a great date. We went on a picnic together, and it was super cute. And then we went on a little walk. It was just like a lovely little hike. It was honestly a great date. Like, it was the kind of date that you would see in a rom-com. And I felt so good afterwards. And we, shared a romantic sunset kiss at the end.
Oh, that's nice.
So, yeah, it was really lovely. And I didn't end up going home with him. And then he was a gentleman, so he didn't ask. But, yeah, I felt great about it afterwards.
Why do you think he's not calling you back?
Well, I did mention on the date that I read fairy smut books. And
smut? That's like, is that like fairy porn?
It's the kind of books our friend reads.
Yeah. His like demeanor kind of changed after I brought that up. And so I thought maybe that put him off, or he was judging me about that. But like, I'd like a chance to explain myself, because I don't think it's that weird. But if anything, I feel like it's that.
I mean, our social media producer, Gabby, reads that stuff all the time.
Yeah.
She's always talking about the fairies that are doing nasty things to each other.
We're not reading it, but I want to know more. So when you brought that up, how did he react to it? Was he like, I read too? Do you think maybe it's the fact that you read, or that it's fairy porn?
I think it's definitely the fairy porn aspect and not the reading. He just kind of went quiet. And then after a while, he was like, oh, that's cool. And then he didn't say anything else. So we changed the subject.
Yeah.
So his vibe kind of changed after that for the rest of the date, or was it just that one awkward moment?
I mean, for the rest of the hike, his vibe definitely was different. Yeah. We kept hiking for a while after that, but he seemed like he was super distracted.
But then he was fine when you guys kissed. And then did he say that he wanted to see you again?
At the end, he was kind of like, yeah, I'd love to see you again, but it felt sort of half-hearted. And then we parted ways, and I don't know. He just seemed like tired and over it by the end. It was weird.
So what about that makes you feel like you want to talk to him again?
Well, I just feel like up until the very end, the date was so calm and so romantic, and I hadn't had a date like that in such a long time. And I've been single for a couple of years. I just really enjoyed it. So I feel like there is potential here. I just want to be able to clear up the fairy smut issue, if that's what's causing
If that's what it is.
Fair.
All right. Well, we'll see if we can figure it out for you then. We'll play a song, come back, and then call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting you and maybe get you another date if you still want one, okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right. We'll play a song, come back, get your first date follow-up next. Right in the middle of today's first date follow-up, and if you're just joining us, Michelle is on the phone, and she's getting ghosted by a guy named Steven. So we're about to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date if she still wants one. But before we do that, why don't you refresh everybody's memory on your date with Steven?
Yeah, so Steven and I went on a date about 2 weeks ago. We went on a picnic. We went for a hike. It was lovely, and I had a great time, but at one point I mentioned that I read fairy smut books, and his kind of changed. So I'm trying to figure out what the problem is. He hasn't reached out to me in a week and a half.
Well, are you ready to see if it was the fairy smut that ruined your date?
I'm ready. I'm nervous.
All right, here we go. I'm going to call him right now.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Steven, please?
This is Steven.
Steven, how are you, man? My name is Jubal. I'm calling from a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Steven. I'm Nina, also on the show.
Hi, I'm Victoria.
Oh, what? Okay.
What?
Have you ever listened to the show before?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Okay.
But why? I don't. So what's up?
Well, we do a thing on the show. It's called the first date follow up. What that is, if you go out on a date with somebody and then you ghost them, that person can email us to call you and ask why you're ghosting them. So we got an email about you.
Oh, you did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's from somebody named Michelle.
Okay.
And Michelle told us a little bit about your date. She said she really liked you and she's wondering why you're ghosting her. Can you tell us?
Oh, I mean, I like Michelle. She's a really nice girl. I got nothing bad to say about her. I don't know what to say. She's pretty cool.
Well, then how come you didn't respond when she reached out to you 3 times?
I don't know. She's like really she's like very physically fit and like she looks beautiful. And like that's not like a knock on anybody, but she likes to like hike and stuff. And like I'm just kind of not into all that.
You're not into the hiking and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I don't enjoy like a walk, but like it seems like she's somebody that like really gets down on like, you know, she does yoga and we went on this hike that like it was hot and I'm like a gamer by heart, dude. Like it wasn't necessarily her. I just figured like if that's the type of date that she's gonna want to go on like over and over, like I'm really like I'm not lazy, but I'm just like that's not my idea of a good time.
Oh, okay. She thought it might be because she's into those adult fairy smut books.
Oh. No, that was not the reason at all. No, not at all. Actually, like I thought that was actually kind of cute. Like I'm like I said, like I'm a gamer. Like I
was gonna say, yeah, if you're a gamer, that's probably hot to you.
Yeah, same idea.
No, I mean, like I'm not like, you know, like creepy or whatever. I don't find it weird. Like there's gamer stuff that I kind of like. That I thought was pretty like. I thought that was cool. I just don't like to freaking. I just didn't want to keep walking around all day.
All right. Well, thanks for being honest with me, man. I appreciate that. Now I'll let you know that Michelle is on the phone and she's been listening and wants to talk to you.
No.
Hi.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Michelle?
Why were you so down to go for a hike? I would have been fine with not doing that.
I don't know. I just thought I was just trying to be like easy, but then I realized like how much like you talked a lot about how you're so like physically active and stuff, and I just felt like I don't want to do that all day, every day.
So you didn't mind the fairy smut at all?
No, dude. Actually, like I think I would like to hear more about that.
Oh, nice. Okay, great.
Wow.
Well, if you want to go
indoors, maybe.
Yeah, no, we don't have to even like get up off the couch.
Yeah, I mean, not totally cool, but I mean, like if you really like hiking, like what's gonna happen, like you know, a couple weeks, months from now, like if I just like I really am not. It's not something I enjoy at all. Like, is that gonna be a problem?
I mean, I can probably like keep it to myself somewhat, but how inactive are you really? I mean, do you leave the house?
I mean, like I'm like my friends joke with me and they say that I'm accidentally fit. You know, I'm not inactive. I just like I'd prefer to be like, you know, like playing games. Like I eat good and I do stuff, but I don't like to just like set out on a adventure into nowhere to hike. That's not what I like to do.
Okay, well, we might have to get you a Wii Fit or something. Like, we might have to find some compromise here.
All right.
That seems fair.
Well, okay. Then, Steven, would you like another date with Michelle? We'll pay for it. We're not going to pay for a Wii Fit, but we'll pay for it. The date.
Yeah, no, I'm totally down. Just as long as, you know, maybe we could Uber there and not go, like, up and down the mountain.
Well, congratulations, Michelle. You got another date.
Yay!
Yay! Okay. I'm down to take a car there, and I do have some smut recommendations for you when you're ready.
You play your cards right, she'll read you a bedtime story.
Jubal's first date follow-up. First date follow-up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Dominic is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by a woman named Keisha. So in a few minutes, we're going to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Dominic, how long has it been since you heard from Keisha?
Honestly, man, it's been about 2 weeks.
You tried to hit her up?
Yeah, I've called, I've texted, like not like trying to look desperate, but just a few, hey, you want to go hang out? You want to meet up? Never messaged me back, never called back. I don't really get why.
Well, let's talk about it. So you really liked her then, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like we really connected. I felt like we had so much just in common, and I had such a great time. I really thought she wanted to meet up again and just disappeared.
So what did you guys do on your date? How did you meet her?
I mean, we met, on the dating apps, and honestly, like, I saw her profile, and she's just so gorgeous. I needed to message her, and I was so lucky she messaged back, and we really just bonded over, like, Marvel movies and a little bit bonding over food.
Okay.
We both really like pasta, like Italian food, stuff like that, and I thought, hey, this is going really well. So we managed to go out, and it was just really great.
Okay, well, what was so great about it?
Well, I kind of gave her, I wanted to make it like special, kind of like, hey, we're having that first date. Let's make it memorable. Hopefully this will lead to a lot more. So I made it a bit of a sensory experience. I put a blindfold on her. I walked her into the restaurant.
Wait. So hold on real quick. So you went on the date and you started it by putting a blindfold on her?
I can see where you might be going, oh, no, that sounds like a red flag. But I put it on her as we got to the rest. She knew where we were. Not where we were going, but like where we were. She didn't think she was going into a warehouse district and going, oh, hey.
Okay, so what was she doing while she was blindfolded? So she's showing up?
Yeah. I just walked her into the restaurant. I kind of put like the Avengers theme on, so kind of a surprise.
That's fun.
Now you think it's fun?
Yeah, now that the event. Look, anybody blindfolds me and puts the Avengers theme on, I'm down. But no, that sounds fun.
Jeez, they're all worried about the blindfold, but all of a sudden this guy is like walking around with the Avengers theme song blasting, and that's normal.
Songs like Conviction of Captain America in my head were great.
So Avengers theme song.
And it was, a really nice Italian place that I figured we both liked. Well, I'd been there, so I knew I'd like it, but, we bonded over the Italian food. So I was like, let me bring her here, let her kind of smell, the aromas, all the things, the garlic and the Italian place, and just kind of come in and be like, oh, it's going to be good. And she seemed to really like it. It really paid off. We had a really great meal. And, and then we went back for a little nightcap and dessert.
When you say nightcap and dessert, are we talking like actual nightcap and dessert, or are we talking other stuff?
Dessert.
Both happened.
Both? Oh, okay.
It's a solid night.
Yeah. And then how were things when you said goodbye?
Like, we talked about it before, we dozed off, let's meet up again. And I kind of had to go in the morning, but we had talked about everything, and she knew I was going to call. After that, I don't think it was just that I kind of, she knew I was going to leave before she woke up.
Right. So. Did anything else weird happen on the date aside from the blindfolding that could have been a reason why she decided not to call you back?
I mean, she wanted to know generally how many people I've been with.
She asked you that in bed?
Yeah, it was kind of just that afterglow of, hey, this is fun. How many people have you been with? Kind of, I think she just meant it more playfully, and I just was there and ended up saying the truth, which she was thinking single or double digits, and it was triple digits.
Well, I could see that being a reason. All right, well, we'll try to figure it out for you. We'll play a song. come back, call her, and then see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting you and maybe get you another date, okay?
All right, man. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. We'll play a song, come back, and get your first date follow-up next. Right in the middle of your first date follow-up, if you're just joining us, Dominic is on the phone and he's getting ghosted by Keisha. So we're about to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Dominic, why don't you refresh our memory on your situation?
Hey, guys. Well, we had a really great date. I blindfolded her, brought her to Italian food, played Avengers music. We went back to her place, had a really great night, and then I maybe freaked her out by telling her I slept with hundreds of people.
It's a good breakdown.
That could do it.
All right. You ready for us to call her?
As ready as I'll ever be.
All right. Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Keisha, please?
This is Keisha. May I ask who's calling?
Yes, you can. My name is Jubal. I'm calling from a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Keisha. I'm Nina, also on The Jubal Show.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
How are you?
I'm fine. This is a little unexpected. Is this a joke right now? I'm sorry to be rude about that, but
No.
is this real?
Yes, this is real. We do a segment on the show. It's called the First Date Follow-Up. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then you end up ghosting them, that person can email us and then we call you and ask why you're ghosting them. So we got an email about you.
Oh, great.
It's from Dominic.
Yeah, unfortunately, I figured. Listen, I have been ghosting. That is 100% true. But I have a good reason to ghost him.
Okay.
Very good reason. The last date we had was so weird. It felt like the entire date, I felt like I was a main character in a TV show.
So we talked to him and he told us how he blindfolded you and gave you a sensory experience. Is that what you're talking about?
And the Avengers theme song was playing?
But you know what? It goes beyond that. He also he sang me a lullaby, super cringe. And the date, like,
he sang you a lullaby?
Yeah, he sang me a lullaby. It was creepy. It was so creepy.
Well, he did tell us that he ended up spending the night there.
Yeah, he didn't tell us about singing you a lullaby, though.
Mm-mm.
So, I mean, we're laying there, we had a nice time, and, he asked if, I was ready for bed, which I said, yeah, sure. And, of course, we're doing, like, the spooning. He puts his arm over me and holds me tight, but then he starts to slowly and very quietly sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star in my ear. Yeah.
Okay. And you didn't dig that?
Not even in the slightest. It was so unnerving. Like, I don't know who thought that was a good idea, but it was like, I kind of felt like this guy I was with was like, I don't even know how to explain it, but I was worried he was going to start busting out Old MacDonald Had a Farm because it was just being a little childish, and it was really uncomfortable, especially right after, the night we had together. And, at the same time, I did think it was kind of funny, but then I realized I don't think he was joking. It was like a very intense moment.
You didn't think that was romantic?
Keisha, that's Dominic. He's actually on the phone listening and wants to talk to you.
Yeah.
Listen,
that was what freaked you out? Just, I sang you a little lullaby. Thought it was, cute. It's something I thought would be like a little thing. We did.
Yeah. I'm not even sure how to respond to that, but you're a grown man and you were trying to, like, put me to sleep by, singing a lullaby. No disrespect, but if you want me to sleep, I feel like there's other activities you could have done, to do that. But sure, go straight to doing a lullaby, I guess. It was, I just don't understand why you
do a
thought that
lullaby.
was...
We did the other things first.
Yeah, and then you ended it with a lullaby. Do you genuinely not see how that might be cringe for a lot of people?
No, I mean, I've had, other people that really thought it was cute and thought it was just a nice thing to do.
You treated me like I was a child.
Well, it's not like I tucked you in and gave you warm milk.
I don't think I would have hated that either. I don't know. I don't understand the problem. So, like, was it his singing, Keisha, that was so bad about the lullaby, or just the fact that it happened?
It was a bit of both. Like, again, when he finished, singing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, I immediately was bracing myself for like old MacDonald had a farm or something. And I'm automatically thinking if he starts to make the barnyard noises, I'm going to lose it. And it's not like in a mean way, but I won't be able to stop laughing at it. And I was worried about that.
Oh, that's funny. I love that that's the image that came to your mind.
Now I feel like I should have done that because at least, would have gotten a laugh. Maybe that would have been better.
I'm not really sure if you want someone, laying next to you laughing, but, especially when you're in bed together intimately. But if that's, if that's how you walked away from that experience, I guess I get it, but I still think it's really icky.
Also be scary.
What part?
You'd be scared about that, Victoria?
Of what part?
Lullaby.
Why is it scary?
Because it's like also like you're in bed and then twinkle, twinkle, little sun.
Yeah, I would think that's cute.
I would be like, are you okay?
I mean, yeah, if you sing it like that, it's scary. I wasn't like sitting in the corner of the room with my eyes glowing, going, twinkle, twinkle. And I was sitting next to you trying to sing it kind of cute,
I mean, I think it's a solid effort, even if you didn't like it, Keisha. Would you like to go on another date with Dominic? We'll pay for it.
I'm going to pass on the date. I appreciate the effort, Dominic. I really do. And I don't regret us being together, but I really just don't see a future. And I don't really see us moving forward together.
I mean, I could not sing lullabies. I'm cool with that.
What if he doesn't sing lullabies?
I don't think you should give that up, Dominic.
Again, I understand. It's just at the end of the day, I found it so funny that I actually was worried you were going to get upset with me. And, I cannot move past this. I'm so sorry. I really can't.
I mean, I guess if that's how you feel, at least you told me.
Well, you know what? I didn't really think that, I would have to explain to a grown man why, singing a lullaby to a grown woman would be creepy. But it's just, it's the radio for that whole thing to happen and come to light.
That's fine. Some people like romance. Some people don't. That's okay.
Oh, my God.
The radio people seem to really like it. You guys like the Avengers?
I mean, I do, yes.
Jubal's first date follow-up. First date follow-up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Ryan is on the phone today for our first date follow-up. He's getting ghosted by a woman named Lena. And in a few minutes, we're going to call her, see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Ryan, how long has it been since you heard from her?
It's been like a couple weeks.
That's definitely a ghosting.
Yeah. So how many times have you reached out to her in that time?
Just a few times. I don't like to text too much. You know what I mean? I think 3 times I text her and I'm like, I'm not doing any more than that.
So let's go back to the date then. Like, how did you guys meet? What happened on the date?
So we met on Hinge and then I felt like a really good connection. We both love concerts and like new adventures and trying new things, traveling, stuff like that. And she's very witty and she's very interesting. She's beautiful. So, we went to a burger spot on the water.
Nice.
Okay.
It was it was a lot of fun. It was nice. It was kind of outside kind of area. And we were having some drinks, just talking. And afterwards we went and walked around and kind of took in the scenery. And we had a really great kiss. And it was just I don't understand why she ghosted me because it felt so romantic and idealized, I mean, maybe some people would think it's cheesy. I don't know, but that's what I was looking for.
Well, it sounds romantic, actually. So after all of this time, she's ghosting you 2 weeks later. The date sounds great, but what is it about her that makes you want to see her now?
I just felt like I had a real connection. We were kind of similar goals. We both want to travel. I just felt like we went well together.
Did something happen on the date at all that may have made it go in a different direction?
Well, I will say, something kind of not popular now is I have made a decision recently to abstain from sex until marriage.
Okay. And you told her this?
Yes, I did.
And this is new. You haven't
I'm
always.
Not a virgin.
Okay.
Right. And you think maybe she had a problem with that because she's like, I need you right now, Ryan?
It's possible because I don't think that's a thing that's common now. Right. Some people do it, but it's especially here, I don't feel like that's one of those things that people do anymore. But the reason why I kind of went that direction is, you know, I slept around and it felt empty, and it felt like I was just kind of using girls for their body, and I wasn't connecting.
Right.
You know, and it's one of those things, after a while, you're like, gosh, like, what do I really want? So, you know, I asked myself, and I was like, I want somebody that I could build a future with. And I feel like Lana has that potential.
Okay. I can respect that. After my last breakup, I decided that I wasn't going to give myself to anybody unless I thought that their energy was good, you know, or that, like, it wasn't necessarily a marriage thing, but it was kind of the same thing, but it was more about, I don't want to, like, mix my energy with bad energy,
That's
you know, because I feel like it
fair.
does. I feel like, you know, it does somehow become a part of you.
Well, you exchange more than just what you can see.
Exactly.
The energy is also exchanged between the two of you. So fair points for both of you. Look at you guys. Thank you.
Look at us maturing, Ryan.
Thank you for showing everybody that men want connections too.
So why do you think she's ghosting you then?
I think, you know, I just don't know if she was comfortable with that. I mean, that's my thought, but, like, I don't know for sure, because everything else went pretty well. But when I said that, she didn't have a bad reaction, but it was just kind of like, she tensed up a little bit, you know, and then it kind of like that moment passed. So I was like, oh, I guess it's fine.
We'll see if we can figure it out for you. Then we'll play a song, come back, and then call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting you and maybe get you another date, okay?
Okay, sounds great.
All right, man. Play a song, come back, get your first date follow-up next. Right in the middle of the first date follow-up, and if you're just joining us, Ryan is on the phone. He's getting ghosted by Lana, and in a minute we're going to call her, see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Ryan, why don't you recap to everybody your situation?
So I met Lana on Hinge. We connected really quickly. I felt like a good connection with her, lots of similar interests. We went to a burger spot on the water, had a bunch of cocktails, and had a lot of fun. And we went for a walk, we kissed, everything seemed perfect. But I feel like maybe because I want to abstain from sex until marriage because of my past, that she might be ghosting me.
Okay. Are you ready for us to call her?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Hello,
Hi, may I speak to Lana, please?
this is Lana.
Hi, Lana, how are you? My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Lana. The whole show's here. I'm Nina.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
How are you?
Hi.
What's up,
I'm
girl?
good, thank you.
Have you ever heard the show before?
I have not.
Okay. I'll let you know something. We do a segment on our show. It's called the first date follow-up. What that is if you go out on a date with somebody and then you ghost them, that person can email us to get you on the phone and ask why you're ghosting them. So we got an email about you.
Oh, and this is from Ryan.
Oh,
Yes, it is.
Wow.
she knew right away.
Yeah, sometimes people say another name, so we know they're ghosting multiple people, but you're obviously just ghosting Ryan right now.
I would say that I have not exactly been ghosting Ryan. That wasn't my intention. I was taking time to process what he told me at the end of our date. Ryan said that he is waiting until marriage, and that is not something that I've ever done in a relationship. I have always had intimacy with all of my partners, and it's a really big part of a relationship for me. So it was not my intention to completely ghost Ryan. I really was trying to take time to think about if this could be something that would work for me. I had such a good time.
So you liked him?
Yes. It was so magical, and he's such a spiritual guy, and we really connected. I felt like he was really seeing me, but I'm afraid that if we get into this relationship without, the intimacy that I'm usual, well, one, this sounds bad, but what if we're not good together physically and we find out too late?
That's fair.
Yeah.
And another thing that I have been thinking about is what if it becomes something that gives me, reason to stray or thoughts to stray because I am a sexual person.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
So you're processing a lot of different things.
yes, absolutely.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not something that you hear all the time, and especially if that's a way that you connect and share yourself with another person. And then that's a lot of pressure too, right? Because you're like, wait a second. So we're doing this. I'm going to get excited and want to unwrap the present, but I can't unless I marry you. So
what if we could convince Ryan to sleep with you before you're married? Would you go out with him again?
Jubal. No, this is his commitment. But would you?
I would love to sleep with Ryan, but if this is a boundary that he is setting, I were to get into a relationship with him, I would want to respect that. I would not.
Yeah.
If once I am in the relationship, I would have given up any plans to sleep with Ryan.
What if we could convince him to go back on his morals, though?
Jubal. She is respecting his boundaries. Maybe you should respect his boundaries too.
I'll respect his boundaries for now. Lana, Ryan is actually on the phone listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh, hi, Ryan.
Yeah, I know it's probably like the most awkward way we could meet again, but I want to say, first of all, I respect that, like, you respect my boundaries. It was nice to hear that without you knowing I was there, because like that proves to me that if we could make it work, that this could work. But I just want to say, like, for me, I don't see intimacy as just, there's physical, emotional, mental intimacy that can be built. Like, you know, we can have days where we just cuddle, kiss, caress, like all that's on the table still. I'm just not trying to take it all the way.
So, like, where do you draw the line?
Well, I think that's something that we have to discuss, right?
And does it
mind your business, girl? Got it.
I respect that, and that does make me excited to hear that you have interest in being intimate with me. My biggest concern is still, I just am really concerned of straying. And that's not your fault at all. That's something that I need to decide and, you know, make a plan with my morals, that I will not, you know, if we were to be in a relationship together, that I will not feel that I'm not getting what I need and then look for what I need elsewhere.
I think I can find ways to take care of what you need, at least in the short term.
Ryan, not that I'm trying to get you to rethink the promise that you made to yourself, but I'm trying to get you to rethink it. When I decided to do the similar thing, I didn't make it about marriage because, you know, like you should really get to know somebody and it can be a long time before marriage. So that's a long time not doing it. But me and my therapist came up with, I will not give myself to anybody until I know I have a secure connection with them.
Well, I think that's fair. I think that's a healthy way of thinking of it too.
So, does it have to be like a ring and a ceremony and all that for Ryan to get it on?
Okay.
I don't think it has to, but there definitely has to be that line where it's like, I know I'm building a future with you at the very least.
I think there's a lot of talk that we're getting ahead of ourselves here a little bit. You guys like each other, and I think there's definitely stuff that you guys can explore to even see if you're going to make it all that way. People just tell me not to get ahead of myself, and I feel like we're getting ahead of ourselves here too. So I don't know if there's a possibility of you getting your needs met in a certain way, Lana and Ryan, you know, you're open to exploring that stuff too. I don't see any problems.
Yeah, I think that would work.
I do think that it may be cheesy, but I think that it is very sweet that you brought me on the radio to call me for a second date. I think that is very romantic, and I'm willing to try it. I think that we have such a good connection.
So, Lana, you'll go out with Ryan again? We'll pay for it.
I will. I would love to see you again, Ryan.
Oh,
so awesome. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. That's like I'm so excited, you know?
Yeah, you guys are cute.
I'm so excited too.
Me too. Of course. Yeah.
Jubal.
Congratulations. Wow. Ryan, you did it. You got another date. All right.
Jubal's first date follow-up. First date follow-up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Alicia is on the phone today for our first date follow-up, and she's getting ghosted by a dude named Jason. So in a little bit, we're going to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date. But first, Alicia, how long has it been since you heard from Jason?
Hi, guys. It's been like 2 weeks.
Have you tried to reach out to him?
I've tried like once or twice. Like, I don't want to seem crazy or anything, but yeah, I've tried a little and just nothing in response.
Well, why don't you tell us about the date and how you guys met?
Yeah. So we met on Hinge, as most people do these days. I feel like we chatted for a good minute. Like it was back and forth for like a couple of weeks, actually. He suggested we do like a traditional date, just dinner, which he paid for. It was very nice. We didn't get drinks afterwards. We just sort of went our separate ways. So I don't know. I felt like it was really positive. We did kiss just a little bit. Very small, very nice. And he texted to make sure I got home, which felt like a positive sign. And yeah, that was the last thing I heard from him.
So what was going on during like the dinner? Like what were you guys talking about? Did you feel like you guys were flirtatious? Because I mean, to be honest, it sounds a little bit dry from, just that was that. I mean, for both of you, even not just him,
I mean, I thought in the conversation, like, I don't want to sound crazy, but I thought this guy was really perfect. He really checked all of my boxes.
Wow.
And he was so flirty over like the Hinge messages and everything. And when we were texting, he was super flirty and I was really excited. So maybe that's why I'm sort of downplaying it now because my ego is a little bit hurt. But he was just so sweet. And I felt like the conversation was good. I mean, obviously now I'm replaying it and I have like a million, like, oh my God, what did I do wrong? But yeah, I'm just kind of shocked that he hasn't. I wonder if he felt the same way.
How did the kiss happen?
Oh, it was sweet. He like walked me to my car and we were just having a nice little conversation about something completely unrelated. And then he was like, can I kiss you? Which also we love consent. Love that he asked.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Also like a really like a green flag. Like I thought that was a really like mature, like grown man kind of thing to do. So yeah, another positive little moment from the date.
Okay. Is there anything you can think of that like an awkward moment or something like that could have happened?
I mean, like I said, my ego is just probably a little bit bruised by this. So I'm automatically looking at myself in the mirror being like, am I not cute enough for this guy? Or honestly, I'm like, did my breath stink a little? Like, did I eat something stinky at dinner? Because it was like a quick kiss. It wasn't like prolonged and drawn out. So I thought, oh God, what if my mouth is stinky for some reason? Could have been more passionate probably. I don't know. Or like, we talked about work. That was a good thing. He's got like a really great stable job in finance. And I'm a server right now. I mean, I do a lot of things, but a server is sort of my main source of income. And I wonder if maybe that was off-putting to him. I'm not sure.
Did he say anything when you told him that?
No, he wasn't like overtly like judgmental or anything. I mean, I mostly consider myself a creative. Like I have a multi-hyphenate. Like I have a lot of things that I do. So it's, I think I sell myself pretty well in that regard. And hopefully he wasn't like off-put, but he seemed like supportive of it. He was like, oh, that's great. Like seemed like that was admirable for me to be, juggling so many things at once and then being a server. So if he was off-put by it, he didn't really let on,
Maybe it was more like intimidation than a negative thing, Maybe it's just like, wow, she's creative and can do so many things. I'm so linear and whatever. I don't know if he is. I don't really know what he does, but I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely asked him a lot of questions about it. Like, I think, whatever, everyboday job is interesting. I like hearing what people are passionate about. So, but then I'm also like, did I ask too many questions? You know what I mean? Like, was I giving this man, a freaking like police interrogation?
All right. Well, let's see if we can figure it out for you so you can get out of your head on the whole thing.
I know.
I get it though. We'll play a song, come back, and then call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting you and maybe get you another date. Okay?
Okay, guys. Thanks.
All right. We'll play a song, come back, get your first date follow-up next. Right in the middle of your first date follow-up, if you're just joining us, Alicia is on the phone, and she's getting ghosted by a dude named Jason, so we're about to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her, and hopefully get her another date if she wants one. But first, Alicia, why don't you catch us up on your situation?
Yeah, so I went out with this guy, Jason. We met on Hinge. We talked for a little bit before. I haven't heard from him in 2 weeks, and I am totally spiraling about it. We did kiss on the date, but it was brief, and I wonder if my breath was stinky or if I was annoying on the date. That's a recap.
Okay. Well, are you ready for us to call him?
Yes, please.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Jason, please?
Yeah, this is he.
Hey, Jason, how are you? My name is Jubal. I'm calling from a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Jason. I'm Nina, also on the show.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Yeah, No, I know you guys.
Oh, you do?
Why are you calling me?
Sweet. We're calling you because somebody emailed us about you.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if you know the segment we do, the first date follow-up. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up ghosting them, they can email us to get you on the phone and ask why you're ghosting.
Okay.
So is there anybody that you can think of that you're ghosting?
I mean, not really. I don't know. I mean, like, you know, online dating, it's like you have like 7 conversations going, you know, and it's like kind of hard to remember sometimes like who.
This is somebody you actually went on a date with.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's so rare that like you actually meet somebody on the apps that like is actually worth going out with. And so I don't always like get out on a date with somebody. So like, yeah, I haven't really been on a lot of dates through Hinge. There's probably only like one like lately that I can remember.
Okay, what was her name?
Yeah, no, it was Alicia.
Yes,
Yeah.
you got it correct. That is it. That's who emailed us. She wants to know why you're ghosting her. She said she tried to reach out to you a few times.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You know how like sometimes people are like really, really good at like communicating in one style and then not so good at another one, you know, like, all right, she's kind of a chat queen. You know what I mean?
A chat queen?
She's great at chatting on the app, right? And like the conversation was super flirty and like, you know, it was like, we were both like, you know, never like leaving each other on red. Like there was a lot of just quick back and forth and it was going really good. And, I don't know. Like, I mean, I feel like maybe that set things up a little, like the bar a little bit too high. Cause then like when we got in person, it wasn't as fun.
Okay.
But I mean, and like that was okay. But like the real deal breaker was like, she said she wanted a baby and I am like so not ready for that.
On a first date?
Yeah, no, so we're sitting across from each other in the booth in the restaurant, and she points over my shoulder, and she goes, I want one of those so bad. And I turn over my shoulder, and there is this, like, mom with, like, a toddler. Like, you know, she's, like, you know, kind of cooing in its face, and I'm just like, dude,
I mean, I feel like that's a little bit much on a first date.
I think it's actually
to be like, I want one of those so bad, put one in me right now.
Whoa. I mean, not saying put one in me right now, but I think it is important to have that conversation early on a date because that way you save each other time. If you're a hard no and she's a hard yes, like why even bother having a second date? This ghosting makes sense then.
Yeah, I mean, so like I was totally going to take her back to my place, but like after like that happened, like I don't want to risk becoming a father right now. So like that was
wait. Okay, sorry. Hi, Jason. Hi, it's Alicia. Can I butt in and say something?
Yeah, I think you just did.
I feel like I need to clarify something.
Alicia is on the phone listening and wants to talk to you if you haven't figured that out yet.
Yeah.
Of course she is. Okay.
Okay. Hi. Hello. Hope you're doing well.
Hi.
Good to hear from you. Oh my gosh. What are you talking about? I definitely do not want a baby. I did not mention that I wanted a baby on this date.
Am I crazy? You pointed over my shoulder, said, I want one of those so bad. And there was like a mom with her toddler sitting right behind us. Like, what?
No, I was pointing at the drink on somebody's table. I definitely don't want a baby.
Well, it wouldn't be weird if you did, but okay.
Are you serious? It wasn't the mom and the cooing baby behind us?
No, it was the drink that was at the table near us. I'm so embarrassed that you thought I was talking about that on a first date.
I turned around and all I saw was mom and baby and my stomach dropped. And you're kidding me, right? It was a cocktail.
Are you sure you don't want a baby? Because you see what you want to see and say what you want to say.
Oh man.
I definitely maybe was a little quiet on the first date. Sometimes I get nervous on first dates, but I definitely would not have pointed at a child and said, I want a baby. I'm not that bad.
Okay.
Well, good. Right. Now that we got that figured out, Jason, would you like another date with Alicia? We'll pay for it.
Yeah. I mean, everything was pretty solid until that moment. And now that I know that I completely missed that one. Yeah, that sounds great. God, Alicia, I am so sorry. I didn't ask what you were talking about. Yeah, if you're down, I would love to take you out again.
That is completely okay, and I would love to go out with you again. Thanks for the second chance. And to be fair, I think you also mentioned something about taking me home that night because I was listening to everything you said. So maybe we can make that happen too.
Now that I know where you stand on babies.
Oh my gosh.
Jubal's first date follow-up. First date follow-up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Ava is on the phone today for our first date follow-up, and she went on a date with a guy named Justin, but now she's getting ghosted, so in a few minutes, we'll call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date. But first, Ava, how long has it been since you heard from Justin?
Oh my God, it's been like a couple of weeks. And, I've actually been reaching out to him. And the first time I reached out to him, he said, have a good day. And then I never heard anything back from him.
Okay, so you reached out to him again after the have a good day?
No, I mean, it feels like really weird to keep reaching out to this guy, especially if his only response is have a good day.
Yeah.
I'm worried it's making me feel really desperate. But at the same time, I really thought we had something. I thought we really connected. And I don't know. I guess just at one point during our date, I was talking about my job and, how thankful I was to have my job. And I accidentally called my boss attractive. And
okay.
I'm wondering if maybe that was a red flag for him. But I didn't mean it in that way. And if that's how he took it, I'm honestly very mortified at that.
Okay. Well, that sounds a little bit juicy. Can we go backwards, though, and talk about how we got to that point? How was your date other than that?
Oh, my God. All right. Well, so obviously had a great time. And, I was just thinking the whole time, basically, we started out at happy hour, which a lot of my friends said that wasn't the correct way to go. But, I just had a good feeling about him. And, the funny thing is he's got a great sense of humor. He's athletic. We played pickleball. And it was I'd never played before. So it was really fun to have him kind of teaching me the ropes. And
you played on your date?
I was yeah.
Was that for happy hour?
Well, basically, we played pickleball and then went to happy hours. So it felt yeah. But, the thing is after a while, I was concerned that was all that there was with us, just kind of going to a bar and hanging out. Because, we did some shots and we danced. He showed me how to play darts. We shared a bowl of peanuts. And eventually we did go back to his place where things got a little, heated. And I haven't been with anyone in a really long time, so I'm worried I also may have just misread the signals.
Okay.
I guess I'm just worried that, going back to his place after kind of a first date maybe gave him an idea that that's really all I was looking for. And I kind of thought I was putting it out there that I was looking for a little bit more. So, yeah, maybe going to his place afterwards was not the best example for me to, try to make it work with a guy like this. And maybe that's why he's ghosting me, is if I'm coming on too strong and he's under the impression that all I wanted was a quick hookup. I don't know. It's just, I just feel so uncomfortable. I really want to go back and spend some time with him. I felt like we had a really good time, but now I feel awkward just trying to check in with him.
At what point in all of that did it come out that you thought your boss was hot?
Oh my God, this is embarrassing. Basically, I was connected to my boss in such a way. I live with him, okay? I'm a nanny, so I actually live with my boss. They actually kind of hooked us up and, told us that we should meet up. And, my boss even told Justin that I was a really cool person to spend time with and that I was a lot of fun. Yeah, I think he even told, Justin that I was really cute. So again, I'm worried that was another red flag for Justin. So I do think maybe the fact that I may have accidentally just said I thought he was cute, after we were talking about how we were hooked up by him, that was, definitely something that made him uncomfortable. And you know what? The thing is as soon as I said that out loud, I realized it was totally the wrong thing to say. And I tried to kind of backtrack a little bit, but I think that made him even more uncomfortable.
Okay. We'll see if we can figure it out for you. Okay. We'll play a song, come back, and then call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting you and maybe get you another date. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Get your first date follow up next. Right in the middle middle of today's first date follow-up. If you're just joining us, Ava is on the phone and she's getting ghosted by Justin. So we're about to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date. But before we do that, Ava, why don't you catch everybody up on your situation?
So basically, I'm a nanny, which means I live with my employer. And my employer actually kind of set me up with this guy, Justin, who's like really fun and kind of amazing. And I thought our first date went really well. We played some sports. We went to a bar. He actually showed me how to play darts, really intimate. And I may have accidentally, while we were talking about my boss who set us up, I may have actually said that I thought my boss was really hot. And yeah, then after that, he stopped reaching out to me. And I actually made the effort to reach out to him. And all he said to me was, have a good day. And I never heard anything after that.
Okay. Are you ready for us to call him?
Yes, please.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Justin, please?
This is Justin. Who's this?
Hi, Justin. How are you? My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Justin. The show's here, too. My name's Nina.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
How are you?
I'm good. Good. What do you guys need?
We got an email about you from somebody, and so we need to call you.
Okay.
We do a segment on our show. It's called the First Date Follow-Up. What that is if you go out on a date with somebody and then you end up ghosting them, that person can have us email you and ask why you're ghosting them.
Okay. All right. That sounds interesting. Do I know this person, I'm assuming?
Yeah, you went out on a date with them, and now you're not talking to them. Do you have any idea who that would be?
Oh, my goodness. Ava, maybe?
Yes, it is Ava.
Good guess.
Ava emailed us, told us about your date, and is wondering why you're not calling her back.
Oh, wow. I mean, she was awesome. We had an incredible time, but, just a couple of red flags are starting to pop up. Like, we went out on a date. I took her to play some pickleball, and then we went to a bar afterwards. And when we got to the bar, I mean, I don't know if she maybe doesn't go out a whole lot or, she, was just blowing off some steam. But, I mean, she was, like, really crazy. I mean, I'm talking, like, shot after shot and dancing with almost everybody in the bar and grinding, like, even, like, kind of grinding when the bartender was kind of, like, walking by, bringing, like, some glasses by, like, almost kind of, like, grinding against him and just super flirtatious. Don't get me wrong. She was cool with me the whole time too. It wasn't like she was just blowing me off, but it was, seemed like she hadn't been out in like years or something. It was just a weird vibe. And it was just like super, I don't know her that well. And, so it was kind of shocking, because, as the day progressed, and especially as the drinks kept flowing, she kept getting a little more crazier and crazier. And we had a blast. I mean, we went back to my place afterwards and, everything was great. And but it was just, I was like, man, if this is like this on our first time out, what's it going to be like? We were going out for a few months. So I just got, like I said, red flags were just popping up a little bit. And so it just kind of got me a little concerned.
So she was that wasted, huh?
I mean, she wasn't like falling over like drunk, but I mean, she was definitely pretty boisterous and, like I said, super flirtatious. And, that may be her personality. And again, she was super cool with it. It wasn't like she was ignoring me or something, but she definitely wasn't ignoring anybody in the whole place that night.
Well, thank you for telling us, man. I appreciate it. Also, I'll let you know that Ava is actually on the phone and has been listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh, my gosh.
Hi, Justin. Ava here.
Hey, Ava, what's up? How are you?
Well, honestly, I'm really embarrassed by this whole situation, and I'm actually extremely sorry. I guess I just didn't realize I was coming across that way.
I mean, I love having a good time, and I love getting crazy and blowing off steam because we all need to do that. But it was, you were like, grinding up against the bartender. You were like, I felt like you were flirting with everybody in the place that night. And, it was kind of shocking to see from my point of view,
I was grinding on the bartender. Like, I don't even remember that, honestly.
You remember the dance floor? It was back by where they get the new glasses.
I don't remember the dance floor.
Oh my goodness. That night you sure remember the dance floor, let's put it that way, as did about everybody else in the place that was dancing with you that night, because you pretty much danced with anybody that was down to dance with you that night. You were ready.
That sounds fun.
I don't remember any of that. And honestly, I guess I don't even really remember how much I drank that night.
Is this like a normal, like when you go out, I mean, do you get that hammered like every single time you go out?
Justin, honestly, I haven't really been out like that in so long. And I must have just not even realized I was really pent up and just kind of went crazy. And oh my God, I can't believe you actually remember me grinding up on just the bartender and doing shots like on and off. I'm really normally not like that, Justin. I may have just been like really nervous again. Like it's just been so long since I've been out and I've, even dated that I definitely was nervous that night. I guess maybe I just tried to compensate, by, having a little to drink and maybe letting loose and, reflecting back on that was probably not the best course of action for me.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I had a great time too, and my whole thing was, I was just worried, like, what happens the next time we go out, or if we go to another club or we go to a friend's party? I mean, is it like every time when there's alcohol around, is this going to be like a big issue? And I just, that's the kind of thing I worry about, moving forward if we end up, continuing this relationship.
I actually really understand exactly where you're coming from, but I just, in full honesty, that's not behavior that I do all the time. I'm a better person than that. I hold myself to a higher standard. So it's just like, I really guess, just thinking back on that night, I don't even recognize myself. And more importantly, I don't recognize or remember half the things I did.
Well, Justin, would you like to go on another date with Ava then? We'll pay for it.
Yeah, I mean, I had such a great time, and I really do like you a lot. And again, I just trying to look, a few months down the line, if we start, especially when I start bringing you around family and friends and possibly even family. And, if you said this is kind of a one-off type incident, I mean, I'll take your word for it. And I think I'd be down to go out again if you're into it.
I would really love to, have a second date. And more importantly, I cannot wait to party and grind up against your mom.
Oh, my goodness.
Jubal's first date follow-up.
I'm stupid. You're smart.
Whoa.
I was wrong. You were right.
Hey.
You're the best. I'm the worst.
No doubt.
You're very good looking. I'm not attractive.
All right.
Okay.
As long as you're willing to admit that.
Okay.
It's almost time for America's favorite trivia game, You versus Victoria. Your chance to take on our own Victoria Ramirez in a hot dog water drinking game of trivia.
Whoa.
For all the trivia glory. Also, speaking of gulping down some delicious hot dog juice, don't get caught in last year's summer barbecue hydration fashion. Macy's has got you covered, literally, with a $100 gift card to Macy's, because not only are they here to hook you up for You versus Victoria, they're also here to help you embrace all of your summer moments. Just go to Macy's.com/summerhits or in store. And now for some fun brain exercises to loosen up Victoria's noodle and get it all ready to go.
I'm ready.
All right, y'all caked up?
Yeah.
Somebody commented. What did they say to you, Victoria?
They commented that who gave me permission to be that caked up without a permit.
Vicky posted a thirst trap and her cakes are out.
Yeah, can you not include me in your thirst traps? Like, you're posting
I did post a
carousel
team photo.
with other people in the carousel, but the first picture's a thirst trap.
I did the same thing. But
Did you get caught by the thirst trap, Brad? He's like, damn. Oh my God, that's Victoria.
Why am I tagging a picture of her butt?
All right, here we go, Victoria.
So funny.
Who won the neck decorating contest?
Victoria.
Nobody.
What?
It was a tie. What has a head but no brain?
girls, Victoria.
I don't know.
Lettuce.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. That was not.
I sometimes run, but I can't walk. What am I?
Run, but I can't walk. Styrofoam? What?
A nose.
Oh. Why do I look at you people for answers?
Nina Mouth Styrofoam. Victoria said it.
I didn't say styrofoam. I said diarrhea, but that's fine.
That's also true.
Call us now if you want to play You versus Victoria. 888-343-1061. 888-343-1061. You can also DM us at The Jubal Show or go to thejubalshow.com and we'll play You versus Victoria next. It's The Jubal Show.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Wow.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Well,
it's time
to you, baby,
for America's favorite trivia game, You versus Victoria. Your chance to take on our own Victoria Ramirez in a game of trivia for a $100 Macy's gift card. And let's meet today's contestant for You versus Victoria, Karen. What's up, Karen?
Hello.
How are you?
Pretty good.
Sweet. Are you ready to take on Victoria?
Oh, I sure hope so.
Okay. How are you feeling today, Victoria?
I burnt my tongue on my tea a minute ago, but other than that, great.
Sweet. So all your answers are going to be fat-tongued?
Be a little numb.
Burn-tongued?
Yep. Slightly.
All right. Victoria's going to go out of the studio while she leaves. Karen, the game is played like this. You have 30 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. If you don't know one, just say pass, and Victoria has to beat you outright to win, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go, Karen. Your time starts now.
Almonds are a member of what fruit family?
Pass.
How many zeros are in a million?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
How long does it take the average person to fall asleep?
3 minutes.
What is the bottom number of a fraction called?
The denominator.
Guess how many ridges a dime has on the outer edge?
Ooh, 25.
How long are Neptune's days? What? Oh, the planet.
27.
Okay. Got that. And we'll bring Victoria back into the studio. And while she's getting settled, Karen, what's something you would like the world to know today?
Kind of a festival.
That Jesus loves them.
Aw.
What?
You want to tell Victoria that? She might need to hear that today.
That Jesus loves you.
Aw, thank you.
And those cakes.
Well, that too.
He made them.
I know. Could you imagine?
wow.
I'm a baker.
Thou shalt have.
Cake.
Thou shalt be lightweight caked up. That's something that somebody commented on Victoria's Instagram. All right, Victoria, are you ready?
Your new bio.
Yes.
Here we go. 30 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. If you don't know one, just say pass. And you have to beat Karen outright to win. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, Victoria. Karen, you can tell her when to go.
And go.
Almonds are a member of what fruit family?
Fruit? What? Nuts.
How many zeros are in a million?
Wait, was it strawberries? Wait, what was it? Wait, whoa.
How many zeros are in a million?
A lot.
How long does it take the average person to fall asleep?
An hour. No, 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
What is the bottom number of a fraction called?
Oh, denominator.
Guess how many ridges a dime has on the outer edge?
50?
How long are Neptune's days?
25 hours? 24 hours. No. We're going to go 24.
I wish you could have seen Victoria's face on the dime question. I've never seen her look so stunned by a question before ever.
What?
All right. Let's send it over to the scoreboard and see how you guys did with our scoreboard. Producer Brad.
Victoria got 1 correct.
Yeah. Wait. Aw.
And Karen got 0 correct.
Oh, that's a victory for Victoria.
The numerator.
Sorry, Karen. Victoria beat you, but you still get a $100 Macy's gift card just for playing.
Woohoo!
Let's get the answers now with Nina.
Almonds are a part of the peach family.
What? Since when?
You should know that, Victoria. You got a peach on your backside.
I don't got no almonds, though.
There are 6 zeros in a million. It takes the average person 7 minutes to fall asleep.
I was close.
The bottom number of a fraction is called a denominator.
Yeah, it is.
The dime has 100.
I said denominator.
Yeah, I think she did too.
I think she did too. Congratulations, Karen. You won. You beat Victoria.
What the heck, guys? Y'all could have just gone.
A dime has 118 ridges, and then
How's
Neptune's days are 16 hours.
The dime thing sounds like something I would do when I'm on my ADHD medicine.
Yes,
like
it
if I
does.
had nothing to do.
Just sit there and count them.
Yeah, I need to
Count the ridges.
You can fact check that then.
I'll do that later.
Karen, thank you for playing.
Thank you.
Yeah, we play you versus Victoria at the same time every single weekday morning. Remember, if you want to play Victoria, all you have to do is log on to thejubalshow.com and send us a little email there. There's a form you can fill out there, and it's on the internet. And or you can DM us at The Jubal Show. That's our social media account.
First date follow-up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Haley is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and she's getting ghosted by a dude named Nate. She has no idea why, so in a few minutes, we're going to call him and ask him why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date. But before we do that, Haley, how long has it been since you heard from Nate?
It's been 4 days.
Okay.
Okay.
Not too long.
Yeah, are you sure you're getting ghosted?
I'm not like 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure.
Why do you think so?
Well, like the date went really well, but I worry that I don't know, like, so we went on a picnic and it was really nice, and we even like got to slow dance a little on the picnic blanket.
Oh
and
my gosh.
Yeah, it was really sweet. And I was like, I don't know, he was just really attentive, but I just worry, like I can't dance and I kept stepping on his feet. And so I'm like, maybe he just didn't like that I can't dance. I don't know. I've been like hyper fixating on it, but I'm just like, I really was bad. But I was like nervous and stuff, so I can dance a little better than I did. But yeah, it was pretty bad.
Okay. Did he say anything about your dance skills?
No, I mean, we both laughed it off, but like, you know, sometimes people pretend things are funny or okay and it's not. And I don't know. It's the only thing that I really feel like I did wrong.
So tell us about the date though. Like, how were things with him? Did you guys get along?
Oh yeah, we had a lot in common. So like I brought the wine, he brought the food. We met up at the park and we had a picnic, and it was just really chill, and we got to talk a lot. So like we got to know each other a little bit, and I really liked it. It was just a nice, peaceful date. You know, I've been dating a little and like nothing really exciting. So this was kind of, to me, this really stood out and it felt really special. So like it went really well. We even like got to make out a little bit. So like I thought he really liked me, but I don't know. I'm really concerned because I would have hoped that like the next day or maybe even a couple days later. I mean, I know people have jobs, but I just haven't heard a thing.
Was he supposed to reach out to you? Like, did you try to contact him at all?
I haven't, but he said he would like text or call, and then I just haven't heard anything.
Okay.
I feel like after a date like that, I would also want to hear back like the next day or two, because it ended so well. Like, why wouldn't he be messaging back?
Well, like he said he would reach back the next day, but I texted him when I got home and said, thanks for such a great date. And he didn't text back that night, and he didn't text or call the next day like he had said he would, or the day after that. So I'm like, I don't know.
So what was your communication like leading up to the date? Is he just kind of one of those guys that takes a few days, or was he more attentive?
Well, we have a mutual friend who set us up. So like, we didn't really talk much before the date.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We just like, we texted a little bit to like organize who was bringing what, but that was really it.
So do we know that he's not sick? Like, did you do some investigating with the mutual friend?
Yeah, I did. Okay. So yeah, I asked her because she works with him, and she was like, no, he's fine. He's at work.
Oh.
Yeah. So like, because I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. Like, I've definitely been sick after a date and haven't, but yeah, no, he's fine from what I heard.
Watch me pull up real quick. Yeah. Well, that is a little bit weird.
Yeah, no, it is.
All right, well, we'll see if we can figure it out for you then. We'll play a song, come back, and then call him and ask him why he's ghosting you and maybe get you another date, okay?
Thanks, guys.
All right, we'll play a song, come back, get your first date follow-up next. We're in the middle of the first date follow-up, and if you're just joining us, Haley is on the phone. She's getting ghosted by a guy named Nate. So in a second, we're going to call him, see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her, and maybe get her another date. But first, Haley, why don't you catch everybody up on your situation?
Yeah, so basically we went on this really nice picnic date at the park. It was, in my opinion, pretty romantic, and I thought it went really well. We had a lot of fun. We slow danced, we drank wine, we ate snacks. What more could a girl want? And yeah, I was really hoping for a second date, and I texted him that night, no response, and I haven't heard a thing since. So. And
you think it might be because of your bad dancing?
Yeah, I have no sense of rhythm.
Okay.
It's probably gotten worse than it has better.
All right. Well, we'll see if that is it. Are you ready for us to call him?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Nate, please?
This is Maris. Who's calling?
Yes, you can. Nate, my name is Jubal. I host a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Yeah. Hi, Nate. Whole show's here. I'm Nina.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
How are you?
Doing all right. Did I win something or what? What's going on here?
You might have. I'm not really sure. Hey, do you listen to the show ever?
Yeah. Actually, big fan.
Oh, cool.
Thank you.
Are you a big enough fan to know what the first date follow-ups are?
Oh my God. Yeah, I am.
Ooh.
Do you know why I'm bringing that up, Nate?
I might as well just let you tell me. Let's get right to it, I guess. I'm already on this. Let's go.
You're ghosting somebody and they emailed us because they want to know why they're getting ghosted. Do you have any idea who would email us?
Right. I'm imagining this is Haley.
Haley?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh. Well,
Yep.
If I guess you forget that they're there and she forgot. Hey, yes, Haley is on the line, Nate. And she wants to know why you're ghosting her. I'll just let you guys talk it out now.
Oh my God. Hey, Haley. What's going on?
Hi. Just chilling. So what happened? I know I can't dance, but I didn't think I was that bad.
No, actually, I don't consider myself that good of a dancer either, so don't worry about that. No, that's all good. Like I said, I did have a good time, but honestly, the whole entire time we were on on our picnic, you just kept talking about comparing me to your ex from. How long ago was that? 6-7 years, you said? I don't think every time you brought up his name, I just tuned out.
Okay, so it was 6 years ago, and I'm sorry. I just knew that you had mentioned that you've been through a recent breakup, and I was not comparing you to him. I was trying to relate your situation to what I went through. I wasn't I'm sorry if I brought it up too much, but I was just really nervous and maybe I don't know, the line was talking or something, but I was just trying to relate to you.
Yeah. So there was times where, I laughed at something that you said and you're talking about your dancing and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, Jason laughs that way. And I was like, are you even over him? Is that even is this something I need to be concerned about? I try to brush it off every time, But at the end of the night, I really just couldn't get over it. I couldn't shake it. It just, like I said, every single thing you brought up was, oh, Nate, Jason did this, Jason did that. And I'm like, my name's not Jason.
Yeah, so first of all, I'm really sorry. I did not mean to do it that much. I think I was just really nervous and maybe I didn't know what to say, and maybe I was just, I was excited, so maybe that, but I like your laugh, and your laugh is not just like Jason's. I was just I think I was just nervous. I didn't mean to do that. I'm really sorry. And okay, so I was comparing your laugh to his laugh because he had a nice laugh. He was a there's a reason he's my ex, but he did have a good laugh, so it was just I was nervously complimenting you, I guess, and but I love your laugh, and it's your laugh, and I didn't mean to make it seem like I was wrapped up in the past. I guess it has been a long time since I was so excited, and my brain kind of related it to a past experience, and I'm sorry.
No, there's no need to apologize for it. Sometimes wine does talking for us, but, honestly, is this something that I'm going to have to be worrying about, day in, day out? Is she, are you even over him? You haven't even said anything about that, whether you are over him or not. And
well, I definitely said he was so yeah, I'm definitely over him. No.
Well, no. Like I said,
I'm definitely over him.
Yeah. Like you said, it was just a major, major red flag, and I don't know where you want to go from here.
I'm really, like I said, I'm sorry, and I'm over him, and if you're willing to give me another shot, I promise the word Jason will not come up.
Yeah.
Not once.
I would hope not. But maybe I'll shoot you a text tonight and see what you're doing if you're free, or maybe I don't know. I don't know.
So,
like I said,
Nate, will you go on another date with Haley? We'll pay for it.
Yeah, I'm down, but I just hope that it's a Jason-free night. I'm not trying to remember my name's Nate.
Awesome. I'm super excited, and I promise that it'll be a fun time. Thank you so much for giving me another shot.
Congratulations, Haley.
Thank you.
Jubal's first date follow-up.
It's time
To catch a cheater.
only on the Jubal Show.
Daisy is on the phone today for To Catch a Cheater. She's been together with her boyfriend, Tom, for 4 years, but now she thinks that something might be going on, so we'll see if we can help her out. Daisy, sorry you have to come on the show this way, but what's up? Why do you think Tom's cheating on you?
Well, it all started about a month ago. We do this thing called sip and paint, and it's a really fun time. We always do it. Tom is actually a little bit better of a painter than I am. But we're always like typically in a big group of people. But anyway, there's always this one girl that's kind of flirtatious and kind of hangs by him and is always complimenting how good he paints. And she's super flirtatious with him. And he has a tendency to kind of be flirtatious as well. I've caught him a few times flirting and getting a little handsy at a club. But, you know, that's just kind of how he is. So I don't know if it's just his personality, but it's just been a lot lately. So I'm kind of thinking he might be cheating. He also has been coming home lately with like little specks of paint on his hands. And that's like, you know, 3 days after we did the paint and sip. And I know obviously he washes his hands. So is he painting with this girl? Am I crazy for thinking this? I don't know.
So when you say that you've caught him like getting handsy in a club and like flirting with this girl even, so he's just openly doing this in front of you?
I don't know. Yeah, he just kind of is very flirtatious. It's kind of his personality. So I don't know if it's just his personality or if there's like some intention behind it, especially with this one girl at the paint and sip.
Have you asked him about her?
Yeah, I mean, he kind of just plays it off and says he's just being friendly. It's nothing like that. And not to worry.
Have you ever told him you don't like it when he flirts with other people in front of you?
Yeah, I mean, he knows, and he knows I definitely have a tendency to, you know, react. Like I could get a little mad about it on his end, and I can also get mad at the girl. So he's well aware of that.
Okay. And you're cool with him being handsy, just not like if it goes any further than that?
I think so. I mean, as long as there's no like ill intent where he is cheating or thinking about cheating, it isn't, you know, the worst thing.
But it's just who he is.
I don't know. It is kind of just who he is. But, you know, one time he did come home like one night with a spot of paint on the bottom of his shirt. And it was a shirt that he had never worn before, like on our nights that we paint. So I know like he has to be out painting. I don't know if it's with her. I really don't think he would be doing it with his friends. I mean, it's kind of like a girly activity and his guy friends wouldn't like that. So I just feel like he's out painting with her, honestly.
Well, it is kind of weird for him to show up with paint on his hands one day and then paint on a shirt another. Is it like a color paint or could it be like white paint from painting a wall?
It's usually colored paint and like he doesn't really, it's not like, I mean, if he painted a wall, I would know about it. You know, like,
yeah, you're right.
I mean, what does he say when you like bring it up?
Well, he tries to just kind of act like, oh, I forgot to like clean it up from the last time. But this shirt in particular, I'm like, you didn't wear it the last time. You didn't wear this when we were painting. So he tries to act like, oh, I forgot to like wash my hands or I forgot to do this. But that doesn't make any sense.
That would definitely be an unsettling situation. Outside of the paint and the flirtations, is there anything different at home in your relationship?
I don't know. I think it's fairly normal, honestly. I really couldn't tell.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll see if we can figure it out for you. You told us what grocery store he's a rewards card member at. So we'll play a song, come back, and then call him and pretend to be from the grocery store and say that he's this month's lucky winner of free flowers delivered from our floral department. And we'll see if he sends those to you or to somebody else, okay?
Okay.
All right. We'll play a song, come back, and get your To Catch a Cheater next. If you're just joining us for today's To Catch a Cheater, Daisy is on the phone and she thinks that her boyfriend of 4 years is cheating. So in a second, we're going to call him and pretend to be from the grocery store that he's a rewards member at and say that he's this month's lucky winner of free flowers delivered to anybody that he wants and see if he sends them to her or to somebody else. But first, Daisy, why don't you catch everybody up on your situation?
So me and Tom are usually going to these paint and sip nights, and there's been this one girl that's always, you know, by his side, complimenting every little thing, and they're very flirtatious with one another. He does have a flirtatious personality, so I couldn't tell if there was any intention behind it, but now he's been coming home with little, like, spots of paint on him, like 3 days after the fact that we went on the paint and sip. So I think he's out painting with this girl or going to her classes or something. And I called into the show to see if he can help me find out if he's cheating or what the deal is.
Okay. Are you ready for us to call him then?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, this is Corbin calling from... I was looking for our rewards card member named Tom.
This is he.
Hi, Tom. How are you? Please don't hang up. This is not a marketing phone call. I'm calling to let you know, congratulations. You're this month's big winner. Thank you for shopping with us.
Thanks for letting me know.
Absolutely.
Thanks for the call.
Yep. You, in case you weren't aware, every single month we choose one rewards card member at random who gets free flowers delivered from our floral department. You've just won 36 long stem red roses, a box of candy or chocolate, and a card to be delivered to anybody that you want within the 50 United States of America.
Oh, wow. Okay. Cool. And you'll deliver them for me?
Yes. You'll get confirmations that there is no charge. This is absolutely free. It's just our way of saying thank you very much for shopping. And you know who you want to send them to right now, or you need me to call you back?
No, I think I know who I want to send it to. Yeah.
Okay, great. First thing I would need would be the first and last name of the person you would like to send them to.
Yeah, sure. This is my lady friend. Her name is Amber.
Amber. And is there anything you'd like to put on a card to Amber? He says your lady friend. I can do a lovey kind of card if you'd like.
Yeah. How about I can't wait to paint you again, baby.
Whoa.
Every inch.
Woo. That's a spicy one. I don't even know what that means, but I'm not gonna ask any questions. But good for you, Tom.
Yeah. No, it is fun. Yeah. We've been doing this. We've been doing this activity together. She'll get.
Okay, great. Well, now at this point, I'll let you know that your girlfriend is probably going to be pretty upset with you, and she's on the phone listening because this is actually the Jubal Show. It's a radio show.
Yeah.
Tom, how could you? I knew something was going on between you and that girl.
What are you talking? What's happening? What's happening right now?
How could you not tell me the truth? You know that I've been questioning you about it. I've been asking you. You've been coming home with paint all over you for days now. I knew something was going on. Why are you being dishonest with me?
I'm not being dishonest. I think this is being completely blown out of proportion. Obviously, it was a joke. Obviously, that was a joke.
Can't wait to paint all over you.
Yeah. Okay. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a joke. You would have sent them to me. Come on, that's ridiculous. I can't believe you would do this to me. We've been together for 4 years, and you're going to just let things go to waste because you meet some girl on a paint and sip night. That's supposed to be a romantic date between us.
You're the one that said you wanted me to be more adventurous. Adventurous meaning let's plan more fun dates outside of the box, not just same old boring ones we go on. So I thought paint and sip would be fun for us.
You cannot blame your girl for why.
Yeah.
This is absolutely ridiculous. You tell me to do something,
no, it's not.
I do it, and now you're getting upset at me. I don't even understand what's happening.
You're literally seeing the girl that helps us with the paint and sip. She's the person that teaches us how to paint. How am I supposed to feel?
Yeah, but I think it's kind of crazy to call me out on this on the radio. I mean, this is a conversation we should have personally. This is.
Well, I tried to have this conversation personally numerous times, and you're not you're not giving. You keep saying that I'm overthinking. It's not that serious. There's nothing between you. You forgot to wash your hands 3 days ago. That doesn't make any sense.
What are you, my mom?
I'm on top of
wash my hands all the time. This is crazy. This is absolutely insane.
Oh my God, you're delusional.
Tom, I mean, at this point, you're busted. So to insult her by telling her it was her idea and then, I don't know, point fingers in every other direction other than looking at yourself seems a little bit ridiculous. So you could just own it.
No, you guys don't even know the half of it, okay? You guys don't even know what the hell you're talking about. And Daisy, you know what? At least Amber doesn't nag me constantly. I'm done with this bullshit.
Of course she doesn't, because she's okay with being a side piece. She knows we've been together for 4 years. Come on.
You know what? She's more than a side piece, okay? At least she doesn't nag me and treat me like the way you treat me. And I can't believe you put me on this Jubal, whatever the hell this show is. I'm done with this. I'm out of here. Bye.
What?
All right, Daisy, he hung up. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. you know what? It's fine. I'm glad we exposed him. Like, thanks for helping me out. I don't think I would have ever got to the bottom of this if I didn't call you guys. So, you know what? This is the best thing that can happen. Now I know who he is, and I'll be enjoying Sip and Paint by myself, or maybe not.
Maybe be done with painting for a while.
Again. I'm a little too nervous.
Or find someone who isn't so handsy, and they're just maybe handsy with you when you want them to be.
Exactly, yeah.
Sorry,
I'm so
though.
Sorry.
It's all right. Thank you so much, guys. Seriously.
You sound really strong.
The Jubal Show's To Catch a Cheater.
It's a grown-up place. Las Vegas is a town that's lost somewhere. You stay up till midnight. Your parents gamble. You play poker. And you gamble some money in. I don't know how to gamble. And by the way, that's not, it's illegal. My parents hired a babysitter, and we had to stay in the hotel room.
Wouldn't it be nice to be a kid and just say whatever came to your mind and have people be okay with it because you don't know any better? Well, thanks to the internet, parents are sharing the most embarrassing things their child has said or done in public, and of course it's hilarious. Being a kid is so nice. For example, I take my pants off in the middle of a Walmart and start crying, saying, I want to put on those underwear now.
How's that different?
And I get arrested.
You would get arrested.
Little Timmy does it, and everyone's like, oh, that's fine. He doesn't know any better. But it would be nice to be a kid. Because you don't have to have a filter, and you can do whatever you want because you don't know any better yet. And a list is going viral of the most embarrassing things kids have done in public, as according to parents.
Aww.
It's hilarious. We'll go over it. One says, my daughter asks every bald man if he's her daddy.
What?
Even if we are with her daddy.
Oh, that's so cute.
Wait, but why?
Maybe her dad's probably bald.
Oh, that makes more sense.
We're going over a list that's going viral of the most embarrassing things people's kids have done or said in public. Here's another one. We were in the pet food aisle of a grocery store and talking about how our dog was very old when he died and how our cat was quite old, and we weren't sure how much longer he would have to live. This older woman was sharing the aisle with us, and my 4-year-old son turned to point at her and said, So this lady.
Oh, no.
And then the parent said I had to scoop him up and cover his mouth before he finished it. She's also gonna die soon.
That's awful. I know.
Nina, have you ever had a kid say something to you awkward in public?
Well, I don't know if it's awkward as much as it just happened earlier this week, actually. We took my mom out for dinner. We were with my niece and my nephew. My nephew's 4, and he's really big into saying words like butt and poop and all that kind of stuff. So he just made up his own little song, started standing on top of like the chair thing, and was singing for the whole restaurant to hear. So in that moment, I was like,
was the restaurant impressed with the butt poop song?
The guy sitting behind him was. He was like, that's so cute. My poor brother was like, sit down. You better sit down real quick. It was really, I thought it was great. I was really impressed by his musicality.
We're going over a list of the most embarrassing things kids have said or done in public. Call us with yours if you have one, 888-343-1061. One says, I took my daughter, I think she was 3 at the time, into a public restroom with me, and she loudly started asking why I have hair on my butt. It also says it wasn't my butt.
Right. I love that.
Another one says, an older woman wearing a big black cloak-looking jacket with a visible wart on her nose said hi to my daughter at a grocery store when she was almost 3. Aww. And then my daughter immediately glared at her and said, go away, witch!
I love
See, don't you wish you could do that as an adult sometimes, just as a joke, right? Just like, hey, you're a witch because you got a wart on your nose, but you can't do that. That's rude.
Super mean.
We really do ruin ourselves becoming adults.
And if the lady with the wart on her nose could laugh at herself and go, I kind of do, huh? Yeah. It'd be fun, right? Yeah. People should just lighten up a little bit. Also, don't do that because it is rude.
Slightly. If a kid does it, it's okay.
Yeah. We're going over a list of the most embarrassing things kids have said or done in public, according to parents. One says, we were standing in line to get on a plane, and my oldest, who was 3 at the time, pointed to the man directly behind us who had a very large stomach and said very loudly, he's having a baby.
Oh, no. Which is something you should never guess about anyway. And in this case, that's bad.
I was at the grocery store the other day and the clerk did it. So ask someone when they're due and they weren't due.
No.
It happens so often.
Why?
If you're not absolutely sure, don't ask.
If they aren't wearing a shirt that says "I am currently pregnant with a child,"
right?
You should just assume that you don't need to go down that route of conversation.
I felt so bad for the woman too.
It's the worst feeling ever.
Of course
it has happened to me, and it was awful.
That happened to you too, Nina?
Yes, I was wearing a bathing suit, so underneath of my shirt it was wet, so it looked like I had if I was leaking or something. So somebody was like, "Oh, how far along are you?" or whatever. I'm like, "What are you talking about?" They're like, "Well, you're leaking. Doesn't that mean something?" I was like, "It's a bathing suit. Do I look pregnant?"
Jeez. Also, weird reason to say it.
I know.
They could have made it up. Going, sorry, it looks like the two little faucets you got on your chest there.
Yeah, they were turned on.
Squirting or something. That's weird.
It was so weird. It sucked so bad.
Yeah, don't let that get to your head. That's a them problem, not a you problem, for sure.
Well, I went and proceeded to my Bloody Mary. Thank you.
That's what my daughter Declan does. She shames people in public. She doesn't really say embarrassing things. Well, one time we were at a Red Robin, yum, and she was sitting there and she got really quiet, and I was like, what is about to happen? Right? And she stands up on the booth. This is a few years ago, so she's 6 years old. She stands up on the booth, she turns around, and she points at somebody. She's like, "You stop chewing with your mouth open, and when you mouth fart, you say, 'Excuse me.'" The person burped and didn't say "excuse me." She called it a mouth fart back then.
What did you do?
I was like, all right, well.
Checks out.
Also, that was a loud mouth fart, sir.
Yeah, and you are chewing with your mouth open. We can all hear it.
Here's another thing on the list of the most embarrassing things kids have said or done in public. One parent said, "I'm currently 38 weeks pregnant, and my 6-year-old told a cashier, 'My mom looks fat when she's naked, but when she's wearing clothes, she looks pregnant.'"
Oh, my goodness.
The cashier said, "Thank you for sharing."
What else do you say?
Yeah, what else do you say?
Tell me more.
Thank you for sharing.
Another thing from the list says, when we were in a health and beauty shop, there weren't too many customers, and we were talking about our holidays as we were shopping for suntan lotion. And then my 5-year-old pipes up with, "Remember when they closed the pool because you pooped in the pool?"
I have never pooped in a pool.
I haven't either, but apparently that parent did, and their kid did not let them forget it.
I wouldn't let you forget it either.
That's when you get in an argument with your kid in the store. Be like, "You pooped in the pool, not me. I'm an adult. I would never do that.
It's good
Put that on me."
It's good parenting.
Yeah.
Gaslight early.
Yeah, gaslight early. Like, everybody, he pooped in the pool, not me.
First date follow-up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Jacob is on the phone today for our first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by Ava. So in a few minutes, we're going to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Jacob, how long has it been since you heard from Ava?
Oh, man. It's been at least a couple weeks.
Okay, have you tried to reach out to her during that time? Because it's kind of a while, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to play it cool. In fact, I think last text I sent her, I was like, we met at a coffee shop, and so last thing I told her was like, "Hey, I'll see you I'll see you back at our spot," and then she didn't respond. So I'm pretty sure she's ghosting me. I haven't called because I felt like that was a step too far, but I'm running out of options.
So did y'all actually have a first date? Like, was it at the coffee shop, or did y'all just randomly meet at the coffee shop?
Yeah. So there's actually this coffee shop kind of just in the neighborhood. It's not too far. And I go there all the time. And that's actually the first place where I met her because I ended up seeing her 3 times in 1 week. So this one day we kind of started doing a little small talk, and then we actually were like, well, hey, let's meet here on purpose next time. So that was maybe our first date, but it wasn't really a full date. It was more a little casual thing.
Okay. And then did you guys do something after that?
Yeah, we actually did. We really were enjoying the conversation with each other. So I invited her to come to my house because we both like reality TV shows. So I was like, oh, well, I've never seen Love is Blind. She hadn't seen it either. So let's go to my house, grab some popcorn and some snacks, and we can just binge the whole show together. She was a little hesitant on the going to my house thing. So I'm hoping that's not what pushed her away. But it did take a little convincing, but she did actually come over.
I was going to say, a bold move for a first date to invite somebody to your house. Okay, I like the confidence.
And how'd that go?
And normally, so it actually ended up going really well because when she came over, I had all her favorite snacks. I was ready to go. You know, I know she loves popcorn, so I had popcorn. She likes Hershey's, so I had Hershey's. We just had a bunch of snacks. We could just sit and watch this show, and we ended up having a lot of fun, you know, clowning on people and rooting for the people that we really thought were going to, really find love. And we even drank a little wine, too, and got to know each other.
So was there like a connection with the two of you?
I felt like there was a connection. I mean, it was the best date I've ever had, hands down. And I'm really hoping that we can have more. Okay.
So what do you think could have gone wrong? Like, why would you be getting ghosted?
Oh, man. Okay. So I think we would take a break in between the different episodes. And it was between, I think, maybe episode 2 and 3. We just kind of took a little time to get to know each other, right? We just kind of talking and whatever. And halfway through that, I told her, I was like, this is the best date I've ever been on. And I'm really glad that I didn't have to spend a lot of money. Like, wait, you told her that part too? Yeah, see, that was the thing. I was really glad that I didn't have to break the bank for us to have a good time. And then she started to get all fidgety and kind of wanted to leave after that next episode. I was joking pretty much, but I'm hoping she doesn't think I'm cheap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if we can figure it out for you. We'll play a song, come back, and then call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting you and maybe get you another date, okay?
Thanks.
Yeah. All right. Play a song, come back, get your first date follow-up next. Right in the middle of your first date follow-up, if you're just joining us, Jacob is on the phone, and he's getting ghosted by Ava. It's been a couple weeks since he heard from her, and we're about to call her and ask her why she's ghosting him and see if we can get him another date. But before we do that, Jacob, why don't you catch us up on your situation?
Okay, so I met Ava at the coffee shop up the street. We both like reality TV, so she came over to my house so we could binge watch Love is Blind. But I told her I was real happy we had a date that wasn't expensive, and now I think she might think I'm cheap.
I'm just trying to think about how that would go. Oh, man, this is the best day ever. I'm so glad I didn't spend any money.
Yeah.
How special do you feel as the person that's on that date? No offense. I'm just trying to, you might be onto something.
Yeah, it might be the reason you're getting ghosted. Are you ready for us to call her?
I sure am.
All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Ava, please?
This is her.
Hi, Ava. How are you? My name is Jubal. I'm calling from a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Ava. I'm Nina, also on the show.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Oh, wow.
How are you?
Oh, hi. I'm doing good.
You ever listen to the show before?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We do a segment on the show called The First Date Follow-Up, where if you go out on a date with somebody and you end up ghosting them, they can email us to get you on the phone and ask why you're ghosting them. Do you know who would email us?
The only person that I've been on a date recently was this one guy, but that's probably it.
And what was his name?
Jacob.
Okay. Well, guess what?
Guess what?
Jacob emailed us and told us about your date. Says that you're ghosting him and he has no idea why. Would you mind telling us?
Oh, goodness. I have really bad luck when it comes to men. Our date was kind of cool. It was cute and stuff. I just have really bad luck when it comes to guys. So as soon as, I started liking him a little bit and we were watching some of the shows and, caught feelings a little bit. And, I just felt like it's probably easier for me to just stop talking to him.
What happened?
Everything was good. We were watching, I think it was called Love is Blind. And, yeah, so, it was nice and cute at first, but, they go to start talking about what they do and don't like in certain people. Now I'm looking at Jacob like, okay, what qualities I don't like about him now, but then I like him, but I don't really know where it's going.
Okay. Was there something specific that you didn't like about him?
There was like a situation to where he did invite me over to his house. It was the first date, which I went out on a limb to do. Everything was cute. Everything was, fun and stuff like that. He just started playing around a little bit too much. And I think that he just tries too hard. So it kind of was a turn off.
How so?
I'm not, I like touchy-feely and stuff like that, but I don't really like someone to, just jump your bone. I'm a 50-50 kiss type of person.
What does that mean?
Did he try to jump your bone?
Well, I think that when we were eating popcorn, I think he was trying to hide something from me with the bowl.
What?
Well,
yeah.
Good for you, Ava. Like, not in that way, but like that he was
very happy.
Like, it's kind of creepy.
I've had that power.
It's creepy, but kind of a compliment.
I've had that power over men, but it was my first time over there, and we were just supposed to be watching TV.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So then it's like, oh, you're like that right now, and you're hiding it with the bowl of popcorn that I'm sticking my hand in.
Oh, that is weird.
Oh, that's very weird.
Okay.
Like, did he like it?
I mean, I would assume so. Is that why I stood up? I don't know.
I mean, I just think like you're trying to get into popcorn, and it's just like that. That would be weird.
Okay.
I don't know what to say with that situation. So
that's tough. I don't know either. Like, do you want? Like, would you have wanted him to tell you, or is it?
Yeah, I mean, as a guy, I don't know what I would do. Either just try to hide it, like you did.
You can't always control it, right, Jubal?
No, sometimes it has a mind of its own. It's very happy.
I don't think he hit it really well, though.
I don't know.
No, he didn't.
It doesn't sound like it.
It was a pretty big situation going on.
Okay.
That could.
So that's why you're not calling him back?
Oh my gosh, Ava.
A little scared.
All right. Well, thank you for being honest. And Jacob is on the phone listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh, goodness.
Jacob?
Hey, Jacob.
Oh, man. I'm so sorry about that. Oh, my God.
It's okay.
I mean, look, I'm sorry. I was trying so hard. Wow, that probably wasn't the best word.
I can tell, yeah.
I'm sorry, Jacob. This is awkward.
I didn't want to make things weird or awkward. That's why I was trying to, maybe make it not as obvious. I probably made it way worse. I really, really like you, and I love having a conversation with you, your humor and all that.
I was asking you why the popcorn kept falling on the floor, and you were like, "Oh, I don't know." I didn't know what was going on down there. Then you didn't tell me what was going on, so it kind of freaked me out a little bit. So it was just like, okay, is he getting like that because we're watching these ladies on TV, or is it me?
No, I don't know. It's definitely the beautiful lady I had in my house. Look, I'm really sorry, and I hope that won't keep us from being able to go back out. I just really like you. Maybe I'll do something where we're not sitting down next time. So it's
like a FaceTime
for me to hide it.
Can you give him some advice, Jubal? Because I understand that this is awkward, but I don't know how Jacob comes back from this clearly. I mean, it's kind of a compliment to you, Ava, but it's also like, what happened? I don't know.
Yeah, it comes off a little lusty.
Tape?
What?
I'm not sure. Ava, would you like to go on another date with Jacob? We'll pay for it and give him another shot.
And the tape.
He doesn't sound like he's creepy. It just sounds like he really likes you.
Yeah, if he's able to double tape it down, I might be willing to go on a date with him again.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I'm heading to Staples.
All right, well, cool. Congratulations, Jacob. You got another date.
Oh, man.
Thank you, Ava.
Have fun, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jubal's first date follow-up.
It's a grown-up place. Las Vegas is a town that's lost somewhere. You stay up till midnight. Your parents gamble. You play poker. And you gamble some money in. I don't know how to gamble. And by the way, that's not, it's illegal. My parents hired a babysitter. And we had to stay in the hotel room.
Wouldn't it be nice to be a kid and just say whatever came to your mind and have people be okay with it because you don't know any better? Well, thanks to the internet, parents are sharing the most embarrassing things their child has said or done in public, and of course it's hilarious. Being a kid is so nice. For example, I take my pants off in the middle of a Walmart and start crying, saying, I want to put on those underwear now.
How's that different?
And I get arrested.
You would get arrested.
Little Timmy does it, and everyone's like, oh, that's fine. He doesn't know any better. But it would be nice to be a kid because you don't have to have a filter and you can do whatever you want because you don't know any better yet. And a list is going viral of the most embarrassing things kids have done in public as according to parents.
Aww.
It's hilarious. We'll go over it. One says, my daughter asks every bald man if he's her daddy.
What?
Even if we are with her daddy.
Oh, that's so cute.
Wait, but why?
Maybe her dad's probably bald.
Oh, that makes more sense.
We're going over a list that's going viral of the most embarrassing things people's kids have done or said in public. Here's another one. We were in the pet food aisle of a grocery store and talking about how our dog was very old when he died and how our cat was quite old, and we weren't sure how much longer he would have to live. This older woman was sharing the aisle with us, and my 4-year-old son turned to point at her and said, so this lady.
Oh, no.
And then the parent said I had to scoop him up and cover his mouth before he finished it. She's also gonna die soon.
That's awful. I know.
Nina, have you ever had a kid say something to you awkward in public?
Well, I don't know if it's awkward as much as it just happened earlier this week, actually. We took my mom out for dinner. We were with my niece and my nephew. My nephew's 4, and he's really big into saying words like butt and poop and all that kind of stuff. So he just made up his own little song, started standing on top of, like, the chair thing, and was singing for the whole restaurant to hear. So in that moment, I was like...
Was the restaurant impressed with the butt poop song?
The guy sitting behind him was. He was like, that's so cute. My poor brother was like, sit down. You better sit down real quick. It was really... I thought it was great. I was really impressed by his musicality.
We're going over a list of the most embarrassing things kids have said or done in public. Call us with yours if you have one, 888-343-1061. One says, I took my daughter, I think she was 3 at the time, into a public restroom with me, and she loudly started asking why I have hair on my butt. It also says it wasn't my butt.
Right. I love that.
Another one says, an older woman wearing a big black cloak-looking jacket with a visible wart on her nose said hi to my daughter at a grocery store when she was almost 3.
Oh.
And then my daughter immediately glared at her and said, go away, witch.
I love
See, don't you wish you could do that as an adult sometimes, just as a joke, right? Just like, hey, you're a witch because you got a wart on your nose, but you can't do that. That's rude.
Super mean.
We really do ruin ourselves becoming adults.
And if the lady with the wart on her nose could laugh at herself and go, I kind of do, huh?
Yeah.
It'd be fun, right? People should just lighten up a little bit. Also, don't do that because it is rude.
Slightly. But if a kid does it, it's okay.
Yeah. We're going over a list of the most embarrassing things kids have said or done in public, according to parents. One says, we were standing in line to get on a plane, and my oldest, who was 3 at the time, pointed to the man directly behind us who had a very large stomach and said very loudly, he's having a baby.
Oh, no. Which is something you should never guess about anyway. And in this case, that's bad.
Yeah, I was at the grocery store the other day, and the clerk did it. To ask someone when they're due, and they weren't due.
No.
It happens so often. If you're not absolutely sure, don't ask.
If they aren't wearing a shirt that says, I am currently pregnant with a child,
right?
You should just assume that you don't need to go down that route of conversation.
I felt so bad for the woman too.
It's the worst feeling ever.
Of course
this happened to me, and it was awful.
That happened to you too, Nina?
Yes, I was wearing a bathing suit, so underneath of my shirt it was wet, so it looked like I had if I was leaking or something. So somebody was like, "Oh, how far along are you?" or whatever. I'm like, "What are you talking about?" They're like, "Well, you're leaking. Doesn't that mean something?" I was like, "It's a bathing suit. Do I look pregnant right now?" Jeez.
Also, weird reason to say it.
I know.
They could have made it up. Going, sorry, it looks like the two little faucets you got on your chest there.
Yeah, they were turned on. So.
Squirting or something. That's weird.
It was so weird. It sucked so bad.
Yeah, don't let that get to your head. That's a them problem, not a you problem, for sure.
Well, I went and proceeded to my Bloody Mary. Thank you.
That's what my daughter Declan does. She shames people in public. She doesn't really say embarrassing things. Well, one time we were at a Red Robin, and she was sitting there and she got really quiet, and I was like, what is about to happen? Right? And she stands up on the booth. This is a few years ago, so she's 6 years old. She stands up on the booth, she turns around and she points at somebody. She's like, you stop chewing with your mouth open, and when you mouth fart, you say, excuse me. The person burped and didn't say excuse me. She called it a mouth fart back then.
What did you do?
I was like, all right, well.
Checks out.
Also, that was a loud mouth fart, sir.
Yeah, and you are chewing with your mouth open. We can all hear it.
Here's another thing on the list of the most embarrassing things kids have said or done in public. One parent said, I'm currently 38 weeks pregnant, and my 6-year-old told a cashier, my mom looks fat when she's naked, but when she's wearing clothes, she looks pregnant.
Oh, my goodness.
The cashier said, thank you for sharing.
What else do you say?
Yeah, what else do you say?
Tell me more.
Thank you for sharing.
Another thing from the list says, when we were in a health and beauty shop, there weren't too many customers, and we were talking about our holidays as we were shopping for suntan lotion. And then my 5-year-old pipes up with, remember when they closed the pool because you pooped in the pool?
I have never pooped in a pool.
I haven't either, but apparently that parent did, and their kid did not let them forget it.
I wouldn't let you forget it either.
That's when you get in an argument with your kid in the store. Be like, you pooped in the pool, not me. I'm an adult. I would never do that.
Yeah, it's good
Put that on me.
It's good parenting.
Yeah.
Gaslight early.
Yeah, gaslight early. Like, everybody, he pooped in the pool, not me.
It's time. Time to get credit for the work you've done. Time to get the recognition you deserve. With Purdue Global, you can move forward in your career, for your family, and for yourself. You're worth the investment in yourself to earn a degree you're proud of, a degree that employers will respect. PurdueGlobal.edu.
A group of high school students started a project to research a string of unsolved murders.
There is no profile of this killer except for the ones the students created.
What if this guy's still alive? What if he comes after us?
Once you start getting a few tips or a few leads or a few identifications, then the cold case isn't so cold anymore.
This is Murder 101. Listen to Murder 101 on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
It's Kate
and Oliver
Hudson,
host of the new podcast, Sibling
Revelry.
That's right.
We started this show because, you know what? No one talks about siblings and that dynamic.
The siblings, they know each other better than anybody.
Yes.
You know.
Listen to Sibling Revelry on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy, the Kid Mero, the human do-rag flap, you know what I mean? The plantain supernova, you feel me? The God himself, your favorite Dominican uncle. And I'm back. The greatest blog of all time, Victory Light, is now the greatest podcast of all time. And I got some friends with me. Victory Light is a fountain, so get your cup ready, because it's about to runneth over. You can listen to Victory Light on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts at.
It's time
to catch a cheater.
only on The Jubal Show.
Marissa is on the phone today for To Catch a Cheater, and she thinks that her husband, Lenny, of 5 years, might be cheating on her. So let's see if we can help her out. Marissa, what's going on? Why do you think Lenny's cheating?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, the thing is, there's just never been any real problems in our relationship. He's always been really loyal and supportive, so I've got this pit in my stomach, and it's just terrifying me. So I was getting ready for work, and I was looking for my watch. And I was going through all the dresser drawers, looking for it, and I found some blue pills under my husband's socks.
Okay.
It was a new pack, and there was one missing.
Are those the only kind of pills that could be blue?
Wait, what?
Like Viagra.
Right.
They were those. And I don't recall, having any fun together with him when he took a blue pill or even having blue pills. So I just don't know who he's having fun with.
Have you all been intimate like recently? Because maybe he took it without your knowledge.
Not, well, it's been a really busy week, so no.
I feel like you also kind
for
of
a week.
You do?
I feel like you kind of know.
I mean, we have date nights every Thursday, and we were intimate last Thursday.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah, last Thursday. And we were enjoying each other. So, why this? So, I asked him about the pills, and he said that his friend gave it to him with one already missing. And he never touched them, he said, and he just stuck them in the drawer. And I really, really want to believe him. But, now that thought is in my mind, and I just don't know. I got to know for sure.
Is he doing anything else? I mean, the blue pills is definitely alarming, and that would send me into a spiral too. But I'm just wondering if you happen to notice anything else that may be a little off.
No, I haven't. But, I don't know. I can't get it out of my head.
So he's never used those pills with you before, like ever, like years ago?
No.
Does he? Okay.
And it's something we would have talked about, and it's just was such a shock to find them and to find one missing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is something we would have definitely talked about, and I just feel like there's something going on, and I can't sleep.
So the last time you guys were together, did he have problems in that department?
No, everything was fine, and everything's always been fine, I just don't know why he felt like he would need a blue pill.
Don't people take those too for some people need them, but then some don't they just take them kind of recreationally for like a little added kick?
I mean, I think it's only when you're doing that stuff though.
Well, right. But like you can still perform without it.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
So that's just like an extra kick.
It's an extra, sort of thing.
But yes, doing that stuff. I don't know what else
performance enhancing. It's a performance enhancing drug. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
So
it is. Yeah, it is that. But oh my gosh, I just need your help.
Okay. Well, we will try to help you out. I'm sorry you're in this situation, but hopefully there's some sort of good explanation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you already told us what grocery store he's a rewards card member at, so we'll do the usual. And we'll call up and pretend to be from the grocery store and say that every single month we choose one rewards card member at random who gets free flowers delivered from our floral department. And we'll see if he sends those to you or to somebody else. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. We'll play a song, come back, and get your To Catch a Cheater.
From the studio who brought you the #1 podcast, The Piketon Massacre. This is Murder 101.
A group of high school students started a project to research a string of unsolved murders.
Those murders happened in the mid-1980s.
He's out there doing stuff. He just didn't stop. Everything that the students predicted through their profile turned out to be accurate.
Redhead killer profile. Male, Caucasian, 5'9" to 6'2", 180 to 270 pounds. Unstable home, absent father and a domineering mother. Right-handed, IQ above 100, most likely heterosexual.
There is no profile of this killer except for the ones the students created.
Just because some of these women no longer have people to speak for them does not mean that they deserve to not be spoken for.
What if this guy's still alive? Like, what if he comes after us?
I said, "Are you going to kill me?" And he said, "Yes."
Listen to Murder 101 on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Discover the heartwarming and hilarious world of sibling connections on Sibling Revelry with Kate Hudson and Oliver Hudson.
You might be asking yourself, what is sibling revelry?
Yeah, well, we just made it up.
They'll have some laughs and maybe inspire some people along the way with universal tales of what it's like to grow up with brothers and sisters.
We're full-blood siblings, the only full-blood sibling.
In our family. Well, not in the world. I mean...
No, in the whole world. That's just it. Like, no one...
Dive into family tales and explore the human mind with guests like Joel and Benji Madden.
And it's fun because we've decided to open it up, to really like all kinds of different siblings. And it's going to be an awesome season.
It's more than a podcast. It's a celebration of the ties that bind us. Listen to Sibling Revelry with Kate Hudson and Oliver Hudson on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy, the Kid Mero, the human do-rag flap, you know what I mean? The plantain supernova, you feel me? The God himself, your favorite Dominican uncle. And I'm back. The greatest blog of all time, Victory Light, is now the greatest podcast of all time. And I got some friends with me. Victory Light is a fountain, so get your cup ready, because it's about to runneth over. You can listen to Victory Light on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts at.
It's time
to catch a cheater.
Only on The Jubal Show.
On today's To Catch a Cheater, Marissa is on the phone and she thinks that her husband, Lenny, of 5 years, might be cheating. We're about to call him and pretend to be from the grocery store that they're rewards card members at and say that every single month we choose one rewards card member at random who gets free flowers delivered from our floral department to see if he sends those to his wife, Marissa, or to somebody else. But before we do that, Marissa, why don't you kind of catch everybody up on your situation?
Yeah, so I was looking for my watch and I was, digging through drawers trying to find it, and I found some of the little blue pills under his socks in the bedroom, and there was one missing, and we've never talked about it or anything, and I just really think he's cheating.
Yeah. Hopefully he's not. Are you ready for us to call him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Lenny, the rewards card member at...
Speaking.
Lenny, please do not hang up. This is not a marketing phone call. I'm actually just calling to tell you congratulations. You're this month's big winner. Thank you very much for shopping with us.
That's awesome. What did I win?
Every single month we choose one rewards card, one of our rewards members, totally random, who gets free flowers delivered anywhere they want to anybody they want from our floral department. We do delivery now, kind of a way to get the word out and also a way to say thank you to you for being such a valued customer. You just won 36 long stem red roses, a box of chocolates, and a card to be delivered anywhere that you want to anybody that you want. It's a $312 value, actually. So congratulations.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. Just
That's
our way
awesome.
of saying thank you very much for shopping.
That's great.
So here's how it works. If you know the person you want to send them to, I can get that information in just a matter of minutes over the phone. I could take it down right now. I could set up a time to call you back.
No. You can send it to Marissa.
Marissa. Okay. And is Marissa, and is there a last name on that?
Just put like Marissa, my wifey, from your Husky Bend.
Okay. From your what?
Husky Bend. I'm a bit bigger of a guy, so she calls me her Husky Bend.
Oh, that's cute. Okay. All right. From the Husky Band. Okay.
You can also put like I love you on there. XO.
Okay, cool. How long you guys been together? Just a matter of curiosity. I love love.
Just a little over 5 years now.
Oh, coming up on that 7-year itch, huh?
What?
So, the 7-year itch. For me, it happened at 3 years.
What's the
Oh, it's where you've been with someone for a while and you start looking around at others, and you...
Not feeling that yet, but hasn't been 7 years yet, so...
Yeah, you never think about, I'm sorry if this is just a little too personal, but, I'm going through some stuff. You ever think about stepping outside of the marriage at all? Ever?
What? No. What?
Yeah, like I said, I'm asking for my own personal reasons here. Just wondering if you ever... Just guy to guy, man to man.
I love my wife. I'm good.
All right. Well, then I have to tell you that this is not the grocery store at all, My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, I'm Nina, also from The Jubal Show.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Yeah.
Hello.
Husky band.
What's going on?
Husky band. Your wife, Marissa, is actually on the phone.
Hi, sweetie.
Oh, my God. What's happening?
Well, we do a segment on the show where if you think somebody might be being unfaithful, we see if they are based on who they send flowers to. So your wife thought you might be cheating on her and wanted to see who you would send the flowers to.
Yeah,
I just... Unfaithful?
Well, I found those blue pills in your sock drawer, and I just couldn't get out of my head, and I just had to be sure.
Oh, Dave, I told you those were Brian's. Like, when have I ever needed those blue pills? I mean, come on.
You haven't, but you said they were for a friend. You didn't say they were Brian. Like, why Brian?
Why are they at your house?
On? Why do you have Brian's pills, sweetie?
I mean, I really don't want to discuss this on the radio, but, since it's here now, Brian has been having some troubles at home, and I've kind of been covering for him because, Brian and I have been friends since high school. He's my best friend. I'll do anything for him, but, he has been cheating on Jen. So,
oh my gosh, that's where I've been getting the vibe from. I thought it was you. I mean, I have so many mixed feelings. Like I'm so sorry. I did not mean to try and hide anything from you or anything like this. I was literally just covering for Brian, and it hurts me to think you were thinking I was cheating on you. That's not true. I love you so much. Oh, sweetie. Thank you. I love you too. But oh my gosh, that explains that weird vibe I was getting. Because, oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry about answering your question all weird. It's just I feel uncomfortable about this whole situation. So I don't know what to do. And
yeah, you're kind of caught in the middle.
We calling Jen now?
Sorry, sweetie.
Yeah. Should we call Jen?
No, please.
I don't know. I think Brian's going to have to talk to Jen, but I'm sorry that you're having to cover for him, sweetie. I know that must be really, really hard.
Well, I didn't want this on you either. I don't want you worrying about Jen and Brian. So I was trying to keep it on the DL for you, really, because I know how much you like Jen, and this is going to bother you. So
yeah. Oh man, I'm so grateful that you're honest, and I'm so thrilled that you wanted to send the flowers to me. Thank you so much, sweetie. I love you. I'm relieved.
Are we still getting flowers?
No, but you do have some blue. You have your buddy's blue pills. You're good. Now that you know it's not cheating, go enjoy those a little bit.
Once again, I do not need that.
I mean, we didn't ask. It's all good.
The Jubal Show's To Catch a Cheater.
A group of high school students started a project to research a string of unsolved murders.
There is no profile of this killer except for the ones the students created.
What if this guy's still alive? Like, what if he comes after us?
Once you start getting a few tips or a few leads or a few identifications, then the cold case isn't so cold anymore.
This is Murder 101. Listen to Murder 101 on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Discover the heartwarming and hilarious world of sibling connections on Sibling Revelry with Kate Hudson and Oliver Hudson. Dive into family tales, explore the human mind, and laugh with guests like Joel and Benji Madden. It's more than a podcast, it's a celebration of the ties that bind us.
And it's fun because we've decided to open it up to really all kinds of different siblings. And it's going to be an awesome season.
Listen to Sibling Revelry with Kate Hudson and Oliver Hudson on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy, the Kid Mero, the human do-rag flap, you know what I mean? The plantain supernova, you feel me? The God himself, your favorite Dominican uncle. And I'm back! The greatest blog of all time, Victory Light, is now the greatest podcast of all time. And I got got some friends with me. Victory Light is a fountain, so get your cup ready, because it's about to runneth over. You can listen to Victory Light on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts at.
Hey, this is Justin Richmond, host of the Broken Record podcast. Join me along with co-host Leah Rose as we sit down with the artists you love to get unparalleled creative insight. You'll hear revealing interviews with some of the most legendary figures in music, like Paul Simon, Usher, Pete Townsend, Damon Albarn of the Gorillaz, and Missy Elliott. And you'll hear from up-and-comers like jazz artist Leve, who told me about her fast rise to fame during the pandemic. Listen to Broken Record on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
First Date Follow-Up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Allegra is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and she's getting ghosted by a guy named Gary. So in a few minutes, we're going to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date. But first, Allegra, how long has it been since you heard from Gary?
It has been 5 days.
Who's keeping track or, anything? 5 days on the dot. What was your last interaction with him like?
It was great. Like, he asked me to maybe go on a second date, and I was looking for that. Just even a text from him. And yeah, now it's the 5th day. I haven't been sleeping. I know that's embarrassing, but I just really liked him a lot.
Yeah, I get that.
Have you tried to reach out to him?
Yeah, I sent 3 texts, and I think that's about it. Like, I'm not going to push it anymore.
What are you saying in the text? Are you just like, hey?
Yeah, I'm just like, hey, I had a great time. And then the other one was like, hope you're doing well. The third one was like, hey, do you want to go to Six Flags together or something?
Okay. Well, let's try to figure it out. Why don't you tell us about your date?
Yeah, so we had a picnic at the park, and we went to a market, got some sandwiches, and I brought Monopoly. That was fun. We went to go see a movie after, so I thought like things were going really well. There was chemistry, in my opinion. We just talked about like where we went to school, like what our hobbies are, and I feel like I really liked how quirky he was, and that like he was interested in like reptiles, and I really tried to engage with him and telling how my dad also has like esoteric interests. And I was really nervous, honestly. So I'm afraid if I like messed up or anything, but I was just really anxious. Maybe I like said something out of the blue or made him feel bad about liking reptiles. I'm not sure.
Do you remember anything awkward that you might have said?
Yeah, well, I think he told me before, like on his previous relationship, he cheated on his last girlfriend, and so I kind of maybe said like, yeah, like that wasn't a good thing to do. Like maybe I wasn't supportive to him,
It's a pretty bold thing to come out on a first date and tell the person that they cheated on their last person. Yeah. Nice to meet you. I have a track record of cheating in my relationship.
Yeah.
Also, you probably don't want to be supportive of that. Like, no. I think it's okay to say that was a bad decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know what's happened since. And, yeah, we've been texting for 2 weeks from a dating app. So we've already gone through the first stages of like icebreakers. So that's why we dived pretty deep that day.
Okay. Well, we'll play a song, come back, and then call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting you and maybe get you another date, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll play a song, come back, get your first date follow-up next. Right in the middle of today's first date follow-up, and if you're just joining us, Allegra is on the phone, and Allegra is getting ghosted by a guy named Gary, and we're about to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and see if we can get her another date. But first, Allegra, why don't you catch everybody up on your situation?
Yeah, it's been 5 days since he texted me, and I thought our first date went amazing. Maybe I hurt his feelings on something that was personal. And yeah, I'm just curious to see like what he's up to. It's been a while.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Gary, please?
Yeah, this is Gary.
Gary, how are you? My name is Jubal. I'm calling from a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Gary. I'm Nina, also on the show.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Hi, everyone.
How are you?
I'm good. What's going on?
Do you ever listen to the radio show at all?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, great. Have you ever heard a first date follow-up before?
Yes, I have.
Perfect. Ooh. Well, then you know that's the segment that we do where if you go on a date with someone and then end up ghosting them, they can email us to get you on the phone and ask why you're ghosting them.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So we got an email about you, Gary.
Oh, did you?
Yes, we did. Any idea who would email us and say that you're ghosting them?
I can think of one person, yeah.
Okay.
Does it start with an A?
Does it end with Allegra?
Yes, it is Allegra. She emailed us. We talked to her. She told us about your date. She said she really liked you, but she's confused and wants to know why you're ghosting her. Would you mind telling us?
Sure. But, did she tell you about the date?
She did. She said it was good. She said you guys went to a park and then...
You like reptiles?
Yeah, she said you guys talked about a bunch of stuff, including the fact that you like reptiles, and she said it was a really good date.
Yeah, we went to I guess you could call it a park, but it was actually a graveyard.
What?
Oh. Yeah, she laid out a picnic blanket over just, like a random person's grave, and then she wanted us to eat on it.
Okay, so you guys met at the graveyard. She took you to the graveyard. You took her to the graveyard. How did you get to a graveyard?
Well, she said she wanted to have a picnic, and so I met her, and she took me to what she said was going to be a great spot for a picnic. Mm. And then she, like I said, she just brought me to a graveyard. I kind of thought we were walking through the graveyard to go to the next, that there was a park on the other side.
Uh-huh.
But no, it was like full picnic basket on top of someone who is decomposing.
Wow. You didn't say anything about that? Like, hey, can we go to where there's a picnic table?
Yeah, that part.
And not dead people?
I was shocked, frankly, and I was hungry, so I was too hungry to leave. She was just talking the whole time, so I maybe got 2 words in. I was just sort of in shock. It just felt like, when you're running out the clock and it just couldn't move any slower.
Mm. Did she address the fact that you guys were at a graveyard while she was talking to you and you were eating?
Oh, yeah. She loved it. She thought it was fantastic. Isn't it so cool that this is here and that we can enjoy this sort of stuff?
My mom's like that.
Your mom would go to a picnic at a graveyard?
She totally would. My mom loves going to different graveyards and just celebrating people's lives and learning about them.
I don't think that's what they were doing.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe she's got a fascination with it too.
I thought maybe it was someone that she loved, but then she started talking about how she, likes to go to different grave sites and do the same thing.
Like have picnics at the graveyard?
Yeah, and sometimes she goes by herself, she said. Sometimes it's just she likes to bring a blanket and sunbathe.
My mom always says that the whole idea is that if you don't acknowledge them, then they are forgotten. I mean, for me, I would be very creeped out in a graveyard. I'm just wondering if her mentality is similar to my mother's, where it's just she wants to honor people that she doesn't know.
It was, if we weren't at a graveyard, it was just a picnic in a park, but it was on a grave. I thought it was super weird. And if I'm being honest, it was probably the worst situation that I've ever been in.
Okay. Well, Allegra felt differently. She thought it was great.
Oh, I know. Yeah, she made that very clear.
Okay.
It felt like maybe she was. At one point, I was like, "Is this it? Is she wanting to leave me in the grave? And is there an open grave?"
I can see that. Okay, yeah. Come over here, back behind this building.
I mean, that's kind of smart.
Well, Gary, Allegra is on the phone listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. I forgot that that's what you do. She's right there on the phone. Hi, Allegra.
Gary, you're a liar. You said you loved it. So I
was uncomfortable when you kept saying, do you love it? Isn't this great? Don't you love it? And I said, yeah, like that. You think that's how somebody says yeah when they're excited about something?
Well, you could be a little more honest because I didn't get the cue. Once a cheater, always a cheater. I know you're going to...
Cheater? What?
Yeah, you should feel guilty, still to this day. So Yeah, you told me.
What are you talking about?
You told me that.
I cheated.
Your last relationship.
Absolutely not. I don't even. What are you talking? I never said that.
Plastic cheater mode. Oh. Honestly, I don't even know who you are, Gary. I wish I never met you. So.
Well, don't say that too quickly. Gary, would you like another date with Allegra? We'll pay for it.
No, thank you.
Yeah, you, Gary.
Jubal's first date follow-up. First date follow-up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Alyssa is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and she's getting ghosted by a dude named Bryce. So in a few minutes, we're going to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date. But first, Alyssa, how long has it been since you heard from Bryce?
Oh my gosh, you guys, it's been, I want to say 2 weeks. Okay. That's legitimate. I gave it a week and I was like, okay, maybe he's just like super busy or got like late COVID, you know? I mean, it's
sure. Yeah, it's possible.
It still exists. Okay. So I gave him the benefit of the doubt, but like now it's been too long, you know? And I really, really liked this guy a lot. And I thought we had a really, strong connection, but like, then just to hear absolutely nothing, I'm just kind of like, okay, like I need to find out what happened, you know?
Yeah. Did you try to reach out to him to like instigate the conversation or anything?
Well, it's just like, I don't think anything went wrong, you know? I like maybe something on the date might have scared him off. Like, I'm not sure because like he was so adamant about reaching out to me and like, wanting to stay close and connected. And then for him to just drop off a cliff like that, I'm like, okay, something's going on, like now I'm playing detective, and we first met and like clicked over Instagram because we both have Frenchies, very specific type of dog lover. It's a lifestyle choice, so we're part of a small community of Frenchie lovers. And, we just like bonded over our adorable dog children. And, after a couple of weeks, like chatting back and forth, I invited him to go with me to an Italian cooking class.
Ooh, that's fun.
That's really fun.
Yeah. So it was like super romantic. I was supposed to go with a friend who bailed and I was like, oh my God, this is perfect. Like, it's not going to be awkward. We have an activity, like we're not just going to be like sitting across from each other. Like what if, how like if you meet someone online or like you're just texting, it could be weird when you finally meet in person, but right. So you don't know. But when I met him, I was like, oh my God, I'm like totally floored. Like he's so cute. He's so fun. And like we were flirting, like getting really like, touchy feely, and the pasta was like, it was a good excuse to like accidentally touch each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like major rom-com vibes. Like I was living my best Kate Hudson life, This is amazing. Right. And, he's like so funny, so charming, and he impressed the whole class. Like it was just, anyway, like I said, I really liked him. That's why I'm now very confused. And, it was just like a perfect date. So that's why I just can't, I'm like going back in my mind trying to think of anything that I said or that he said that was like, I don't know, something I missed.
Is there anything you can think of?
I mean, honestly, like we were like making out by the end of the class, like outside, it was just like got real spicy, like super fun. And I honestly, if anything, I mean, it was like too perfect. So I don't know. Like, can it be too perfect? And then that's the problem. Like, so I don't know, like maybe he's also, or there's just something he didn't tell me, and maybe he's afraid to tell me. So I just am trying to figure out. And it's weird because like now I'm checking his Instagram and I feel like a mini, like low key stalker, which I'm totally not normally at all. Like I don't even date that much. So it's kind of weird.
You don't even have to explain yourself.
Yeah.
I would do the same thing because I'm like, are you alive? 2 weeks and it's a perfect date. Did you die?
what if he's in the hospital? Like, what if I should be concerned, you know?
Right.
Like, should I be worried at this point?
I mean, hopefully not.
We'll play a song, come back, and then call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, we'll play a song, come back, get your first date follow-up next. We're in the middle of your first date follow-up, and if you're just joining us, Alyssa is on the phone, and she's getting ghosted by a dude named Bryce. So we're about to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date. But before we do that, Alyssa, why don't you catch us up on your situation real quick?
Okay, so perfect date. Met on Instagram initially. When we met in person, it was like over the top, like chemistry, super amazing. Making out by the end of the date, and then just like nothing for 2 weeks. So I'm like almost concerned at this point because there was no indication of anything that went wrong, you know, and it was almost too perfect.
Okay.
So I'm like, what is going on?
Are you ready for us to call him?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Bryce, please?
Yeah, this is Bryce.
Bryce, how you doing, man? My name is Jubal, and I'm calling from a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Yeah, Bryce, whole show's here. My name's Nina.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
How are you?
Hi. Okay.
Have you ever listened to the show before?
I'm sorry. No, I haven't.
Okay. Well,
That's okay.
I do apologize for it. Just try to do better in the future. Well, we do a segment on our show called the First Date Follow-Up. What that is if you go out on a date with someone and you end up ghosting them, that person can email us to get you on the phone and ask why you're ghosting.
Oh, okay.
So you're ghosting somebody and they emailed us. Do you have any idea who that would be?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Who do you think it is?
I think it's probably Alyssa.
You are probably correct. Alyssa emailed us and told us about your date, and she's confused. So would you mind telling us why you're ghosting her?
Okay. No, it was a great day. I didn't expect it to be that great, actually. And she was kind of amazing. And we really hit it off. We got along. We connected on, a lot of important things like that are in our life. I mean, obviously our dogs. I'm sure she probably told you about that.
Mm-hmm.
Being a Frenchie dog owner, is kind of the whole thing. And no, it was great. It was a lot. It was kind of I just had this moment afterwards of like thinking like, oh, this isn't going to, I don't know how casual this is really going to be. It didn't felt like this is just going to jump a lot of steps, and I don't know if I'm ready for that. I just moved here not that long ago, and I started with a new company, and so a lot of my time is focused on that. When we went out, it kind of was one of my first free nights in a long time, and I don't know if I really have the space in my life right now for like a serious relationship, which I think is probably where this is going to go, and I don't want to, string it out longer and, us get a lot more emotions involved and then, just have to, break it off or disappoint her, because then I'm not available or, all kinds of things.
But does it feel like you just skipped a lot of steps, like thinking about the future before you even go on a second date? I mean, I understand, like, I guess I kind of get fear. Like, I think there's always fear involved when you date somebody new, but how do you know that you're going to disappoint her? You know what I mean? Unless you're planning on it.
Okay, no, I'm not planning on it, but she's just really great, and I can already tell that, and I don't want to, I just came into town. I guess I don't want to get a bad reputation already, and have an enemy already,
Why? Because you think you're going to date other girls, or it's just like you don't have time for her?
I'm just worried. Yeah, I'm worried that, I'm going to end up not actually having time for her. And she's, I'm going to make it seem like we can get invested. And then it's not really, I don't really have that availability.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say.
That's it. You're just worried that you're going to fall in love too quickly.
I mean, I think that's pretty cool when you meet somebody special.
I mean, yeah, but it's like, I just got here and it's like, is this really happening? Like, it is scary. And maybe I am overthinking it,
I kind of almost want to ask, like, are you sure you don't just like want to be single for a little bit? Like, it kind of sounds like you moved to a new city. You just want to play the field, hang out.
I mean, there's a bit of that, but I'm also like at an age where it's like, I would like some stability. I would like somebody to kind of share my life with. But yeah, no, I did just get here. So it's like, am I already making that step, with somebody when I just got here? So.
Well, thank you for being honest with us. I appreciate that. And now I'll let you know that Alyssa's actually been listening to this conversation. She's on the phone and wants to talk to you.
Oh my gosh. Hi.
Hi.
Hey. Sorry, I'm not trying to make it weird. Maybe too late. But thanks for answering that question. I was definitely curious, what happened. Cause I was like, okay, this is too perfect, and, it's definitely not me. Sorry, no offense. I was just okay, just because we had so much fun and there was so much chemistry and I had no idea that you were going through so much on your own, but we can take things slow. It doesn't have to be this runaway train that I'm not rushing to the altar tomorrow. I mean, I would.
I love Alyssa.
If you want to go to Vegas, I'm down. But I also, don't necessarily want to get married by Elvis. So, but we can chill, I'm totally down to hang out more and, just kind of get to know each other better while you're still kind of learning the ropes of, a new place, and it can be a lot all at once, but it's more fun if you're hanging out with someone that you like.
Right? I mean, yeah. Listen, if you can understand and want to take it slow, because I mean that date was we got pretty fast, but if we could just take it slow, I think for you, I can give it a try.
Bryce, will you go on another date with Alyssa? We'll pay for it.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm going to pay for it. Absolutely.
All right. Congratulations.
Wow. We're the winners of a second date. It's my dream come true for today.
Jubal's first date follow-up.